All right. Supposedly, this is going to work.
As well, too. It's universal laws that you have to follow, because if you don't follow, the universe going to give you something to remind you of, okay? Now, the group is all sick over this. Their health is compromised. Their mental health is compromised because they really realize they fucked up here. They realize they fucked up here. It's like, yo, what did we get ourselves into? It's like they're way too deep. Even though they do what they do, like this, what they did here is like no point of return.
Somebody fucked up.
We have relationship, we have humor, and we have abundance.
Relationship, humor, and abundance.
Because one of the main person that orchestrated this was paying them to do this, to spy on you, to make you feel spooked and all these things here. Excuse me. But they're not laughing now because the relationship that they cultivated with this cult leader of these dirty cops here, they're not laughing, they're not smiling, they're actually afraid. They are really afraid. They don't know what to expect.
Well,
now these people have families.
I'll just let you listen,
what's going on
and
here,
I won't
but
comment.
they soon to know what's going on because of the mugshot. Y'all keep thinking this is a joke because you're a judge, or you a lawyer, or you a doctor, or you a this, that you are exempt from not getting in trouble for the shit that you're doing behind the scenes. Okay, whatever you say. We got yes, but yes is in reverse. You're not exempt. Not exempt. Well, okay, whatever you say. Yeah, this person, they had them spying on you. Sometimes they do it in groups, 2 at a time. Okay, my shift's over. All right, let's take. Yeah, it was too much. It was just too much. Yeah, they worked in pairs, so there was like, because I saw 6, so they would take time. So these people can partner up. So whenever they're working, they may have a partner, but 2. So let's just say, just hypothetically, the first shift is in the morning, the second shift in the afternoon, and the second shift at night, or whatever. That kind of way. But there was always 2 people. There was always 2 people watching you at the same time, always simultaneously, because they want the lie to be proven as true. They wanted to be very solid and concrete that what they have these dirty cops doing here, they want it to be true, solid, and they want it to be justifiable as to the reason why they're doing what they're doing here. Shit, sometimes 3. It's a group of them. They all come from different backgrounds, but there's a group of them here that are watching quietly here. They're watching your every move, and they are afraid. Some will receive life in prison. It's that deep. It's that serious. It is that serious as to what they're doing. John?
3, 2, 1, ignition.
Jack,
Fuckface.
astronaut. Exposed to inappropriate levels of solar energy.
Sunlight makes him the world's smartest man.
I know everything!
I want that brain taken out.
Heat Vision, the motorcycle with the mind of Jack's unemployed roommate. Together they run for their lives, blocked at every turn by adventure.
Move out, don't mess around. Move out, you bring me down. Move out, I forget about, don't make the sound, just move out. Knowledge is power, for real.
Cleansing. Oh, attraction. We got cleansing and attraction in reverse. We could be done with Gemini or Libra.
Sweet riff.
All they're attracting is just dirty stuff, low vibrational, negative things, energies. This is all they are manifesting in the world.
Tell me your secret's true. I love my country and your fucking cunt too.
I'm here promiscuity. So whoever's in charge of the group here has Lord, y'all. Okay. So whoever's in charge of the group of the dirty cops here, they give them money, they give them food, they pay them in food, money, and they also pay them in sex. So they have sex amongst each other as well too.
I don't believe you.
Now I don't know if that's something that's allowed to, certain companies you're not allowed to have relations with your coworkers and things of that nature.
I don't believe you.
And especially because of the, the nature of the field that these individuals are in, they may get in trouble for that too.
I don't believe you.
This is crazy. All this just to spy on you? You big dog. Yeah, I'm gonna give you your props. You big dog. Because that's crazy. You got a group of dirty cops watching your every move here. They don't even know why they're doing it. That's the fucked up part. They don't even know why they're doing what they're doing towards you. And when I say that, they're just listening to one person. And this person is the tentacles, the big octopus head, and literally giving out instructions and directions for what these dirty cops should be doing towards you here. And they all gonna get fucking caught. Some are gonna be serving life in prison. This is crazy. New influence is wanderlust. You could be dealing with a Pisces. Someone paid a Pisces to do work on their coworkers here so they don't see or they can't see what's happening. If you look closely, you don't see that boat behind here. But we have Pisces as a fish, right? Pisces is one of the signs that that can resonate with being intuitive here. But that's the only thing that's red or more so color. Then why is it in red? Why is the fish red? The fish is red. Red to me represents because it's negative, it represents like anger, quick, fast, fury, impulsiveness, just doing things very blindly with no kind of direction. Yeah, they don't see this coming because they think they're protected, right? This is the boat that everybody is in right now, but the waters are very rough, or the tides are soon to be very rough. or the waves, right? But it's like they don't see this coming. They don't see any of the. They're paying someone to do candle work here to create an illusion over these cops' faces so they can't see the real reason why they're doing it. Because I'm telling you, they don't even know why they're doing it. It's like they're just following aimlessly. They don't have a mind of their own, or they're not able to make a decision on their own because the person that is telling them to do this is so convincible that they just, okay, yeah, maybe she is telling the truth, maybe he is telling the truth in that kind of way. Crazy to me. Yeah, discovery. I don't know that word. This is the first time I've ever seen that word, and I'm going to look it up. I ain't no shame in my game. Augury? I ain't never heard that before. Let's look at the etymology. I ain't never heard that word before. Divination from the flight of birds. Divination, sorcery, enchantment. Yes, I just said that. Yeah, look, the eye of the storm that they cannot see, but they're in. The storm is coming. This is figuratively speaking, metaphorically speaking. The storm is coming, but they cannot see that storm. And that storm is going to be very catastrophic. Look at the eye, and you see this storm looks like it's very, very strong and heavy with a lot of power. And even look at the moon. They're not gonna see this coming. Damn. Yo, they're gonna be begging for mercy, bro. They're gonna be begging for this to stop. A group of dirty cops. They are going to be begging. They're gonna be turning to the Lord now more than ever. Lord, universe, however, take our name, God, Jesus, Buddha, however, whatever. His explanation here and his apologies. You won't have fucking dirty cops coming towards you to apologize to you because they were led aimlessly to do fucked up shit towards you, but they didn't even know why they was doing it. They just did it because they believed this person. Whew. That is dangerous. Look, I didn't even realize, bro. Puppeteer, I didn't even see the one looking at the picture. I didn't even realize it said puppeteer on here. You don't see them strings? Oh, God, bro. I didn't even realize that. And this hand is dark. We just look at it from here, spiritualized. The hand is dark, right? But you see the power that's coming from this hand, and more so the eye of the hand. So like this person has a very solid control over the way people feel, the way people think. Yeah, this person is maniacal. This person is diabolical, bruh. Shit, love the captain taking command team work, and they are doing this in secret. The black hand here, meaning basically it's in the dark. You can't see. They're what's the word I'm looking for? Collaborating, but that wasn't it. Maybe it'll come to me. But oh my God, these are cameras. Where am I pinning? These are cameras, lights and cameras. Oh Lord, everything is going to be shown. Lord, child. You gonna have some dirty cops transition yourself out because they followed this cult-like leader blindly, and they thought that what they were doing was justified. It was okay, but they were under spell work. Some were under sex work. Some were under spell work. Oh, damn! All this for you? Come on. Nah. All this for you? For one person. Overthinking, taking action. They did not want them overtaking. They did not want them to overthink anything. They just this dirty cop of a cult just wanted them to just do as I say. The assassin, ruthless, conviction. They was ruthless in this shit, bruh. They was watching you illegally. Bro, this ain't gonna end well. I don't give a fuck who you are. This ain't gonna end well. This ain't gonna end well. That ain't gonna end well. Please don't take this the wrong way when I say it's collective, because I'm for you. But
have you heard an ugly whisper? Is the rumor really true? Just in time, we're next in line. They're really after me and you. Since the demonstration, clamping down on every side, rounding up the kids at random, army curfew every night. Don't repeat this conversation. Don't let our women before. Try and make like I'm a stranger. I'm a man you never saw. Church police were around this morning, and the army's on our track. Took away my books and papers, only just got out the back. I just phoned in to tell you that your place is being watched. Don't go into work tomorrow, try and make it down the docks. And don't repeat this conversation, don't let our women before. Try and make like I'm a stranger, I'm a man you never saw.
I hope that you can see that daily within yourself, just how truly special you are. Because for individuals, for one person to think of such an elaborate mastermind, an elaborate scheme daily to infiltrate into your privacy with no boundaries, with no fucks. All of these people for one person. They are going to regret this. I can't lose my job, but yet you can sit down and you can watch somebody illegally, but yet you talk about you can't lose your job, you can't lose your pension. Fuck your job and fuck 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 your pension. How about that?
Fuck your job and fuck your pension.
How about that? So fucking selfish. You still thinking about yourself. Caution. The whole community's gonna turn on these people here. Even when they go to jail. Some not gonna make it to jail. Some gonna transition themselves out. Some gonna get very sick where the ailment transitions them out, and some gonna actually take medicine only when they transition themselves out by their own hands. It's not gonna end well. This one person. Bro, oh my god.
One
It's
person.
like a city of people just going
I wonder
down,
who
bro.
it is.
It's like a city of imbeciles, of dumb cunts. A city of imbeciles, of dumb cunts. A city of imbeciles, of dumb cunts. Because I can't sit here. This is me speaking, Adana speaking.
I gotta replay that again.
A city of imbeciles, of dumb cunts. 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 And just follow blindly, sheeply, by someone that is actually guiding me or pushing my path towards destruction. I don't understand how y'all can't see that. This is a citywide thing, man. I keep hearing Gotham City. Bruh. For one fucking person, bruh. One person. Which is you, collective? I don't get that. One person is going to cause the demise of a city. You hear what I'm saying? One person, because of their wicked, vile ways, is going to be the reason why there's going to be some adverse changes within the government of a city. You think I'm playing here? Stop. They're going to make an example of this person. Lord, y'all. They're going to make an example of that person.
To another edition of Thunderdome!
You might feel sorry for them. The amount of shit that they have created for people, for their families, for their loved I would just never get it. I don't understand how people can follow others blindly. You telling me something, I'm questioning it. Oh no, that ain't right. I'm not doing that. I don't care what you say. I don't feel right. I'm not doing it. You're going to have to learn how to follow the beat, follow the voice of your soul. If your voice is telling you, that ain't it, then that ain't it, and be okay with that. Stop going against what your intuition is telling you, because these people here, at one point in time, they were against this. At one point in time, even though they're dirty cops, they were against this. That's why he or she went and they did the spell work over their head so they can be more influenced easily. This person knew what they were doing here. Now a whole fucking city, a community of people are going to feel betrayed. They don't need a lot of hot trouble here with this damn team. I'm telling you, it's like the city will have to rebrand itself, because at this point, it has no identity.
I don't believe you. Click.
It's just too much bullshit going on. Okay. I was gonna say, y'all gonna come back and tell me, but shit, y'all don't have to, because it's gonna be all over the world. Okay. This person did magic, bro.
You could be looking towards something that's more
Ace of Wands.
passionate to do with your job. So some of y'all
Ace
that
of
may be
Wands.
fixated on your job and you moving forward, because that's the one. That's
I would love a woman who's fixated on my job.
To keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward towards your passion. That's funny when I get a word wrong.
Ace of
But
Wands.
keep on moving forward towards your passions.
To get to you, collective, I really hope you understand who you are, or you soon to, or you're working towards it. You have no idea. You have no idea. You have no idea. This person hate you that much that they cause a city-wide destruction of the minds because they don't like you. You didn't do nothing to this person. Destruction of a city. You hear what I'm saying? That don't make no sense to me. Because this is pouring into people's bloodlines. Innocent people, innocent wives, husbands, children's mothers, grandmothers, grandfathers. People truly don't understand that. You know what? I would never ever understand this level of hate. This is hatred.
I like this song.
Listen, this person don't even realize what they have caused. For not only themselves, for the people that were involved, but the whole fucking city or state. They don't even realize what they did. All for control. All for control. You have the hangman, you have the world. They try to sacrifice you, and they end up sacrificing themselves. This ain't gonna end well.
I gotta play this later. I gotta listen to that later. That's a good song.
Let me just say it. It's not going. I see fire. I see buildings. I see buildings. I see cars on fire. I see protesting. I see this. This is not
Cars
going
on
to end well.
fire. Doesn't that sound good?
This ain't going to end well.
No.
because I can't put it into words. How I'm feeling, what I'm seeing, I can't put it into words. I can't. I can't.
Car's on fire.
There's going to be a lot of sorrow.
It's a simple idea.
A lot of regret, a lot of crying, a lot of begging, a lot of apologizing. It's not going to end well. I just have to keep saying it. This is not going to
Car's
end
on
well.
fire.
Because of one person, ignorance and hatred towards another person. And the person that they're coming after, they didn't even do
wonder
nothing.
who that is.
That's the fucked up part, bro.
We are at track 2, side 2, The Man You Never Saw. That was the one we could never play live because I couldn't play the bass part. But I've had 40 years to practice. Let's see how we go. Have you heard an ugly whisper? Is the rumor really true? Just in time, we're next in line. They're really after me and you. Since the demonstration, clamping down on every side, rounding up the kids at random, army curfew every night. Don't repeat this conversation. Don't let on we met before. Try and make like I'm a stranger. I'm a man you never saw. Church police were round this morning and the army's on our track. Took away my books and papers, only just got out the back. I just called in to tell you, your place is being watched. Don't go into work tomorrow, try and make it down the docks. Don't repeat this conversation, don't let on we met before. Try and make like I'm a stranger, I'm a man you never saw. Just called in to tell you your place is being watched. Don't go into work tomorrow, try and make it down the docks. Dump your car and burn your leisure, smash your glasses, cut your hair, buy a suit and take a raincoat. When you go, don't tell us where. Don't repeat this conversation, don't let on we met before. Try and make like I'm a stranger, I'm a man you never saw. A man you never saw. Take a look outside my window, I don't recognize that man. Someone standing in the doorway, better make it while you can.
Today, hi, it's Jack. I'm a star. I'm standing here bleeding out my ass. And do you know why? Everything I do on the internet takes 10 times longer than it should. I've exhausted my supply of high-speed data for like the third or fourth time this month. It's asinine how expensive the data is. I'm literally getting raped for data. I don't know why the things that I do take so much data. I think it has something to do with my data being deliberately ran down. And that's probably the number one thing I'm going to do when I call the police, right? But see, here's the trouble. The police are the ones doing it. See, whether they're aware or not, the software they use to snoop on the comings and goings of Mr. Michael Kuzi on the internet digital highway, as I sit here at my haunted church, the software that's used is perfectly legal. They're fine. Yeah, no problem. They can do that all day. Yeah, I'm not complaining about that. Shit, no. Fuck, I like them doing that. That's what keeps me alive. The part where it gets hoovered up is that these software packages have intentional backdoors built into them. They're like in the software package. They intentionally build software backdoors so that other cops can go in and rescue their buddy cops. It's all cop on cop hot action. Cop. They fucking love each other. I don't know why they wouldn't. No one else fucking does. Literally, no one loves cops except cops. It's very sad. They're in desperate need of hugs. Especially now. I don't know what there's some video I'm going to play later, and I'm going to comment on it because fair use. But I'm not going to do that right now. I don't want to get distracted from what I'm trying to do right now. Everything takes 100 times longer than it does. Even if I bought high-speed data, it still takes longer. It still has all these checks and balances because Cop 1 has to look at Cop 2, and Cop 3 is going to look at Cops 1 and 2. And then Cop 4 is going to masturbate about it, and then Cop 5 is going to put it on OnlyFans. I'm not even fucking kidding you. That's what they're fucking doing. The fucking beeping, I'm considering getting it turned off. Considering. There are problems with that. Severe problems with that, actually. If I don't have anywhere else to go, personally, when those get turned off, there's no plausible deniability left. Oh, well, there's Jackstar. Okay, let's send in a MIRV. Or whatever. What the world needs now is more MIRVs. Multiple independently retargetable re-entry vehicles. Never mind. I don't really want to get hit by a missile. Although, fuck, at this point, put me out of my goddamn misery. Fucking, you have no idea. It's so immensely irritating. This one bimbo is the only one who gets through. And then the other one apparently isn't aware that they have something they need to be doing. It's a fucking nightmare. Now, meanwhile, I'm curious how you're doing out there. I haven't listened to Coast. I don't do that. I don't listen to that. The YouTube videos that I get, once again, I'm subject to the bandwidth throttling. I can't really just get stuff. I don't have. You know what I'm going to do? I just might as well install Dish. Install Dish. Yeah, I'll call him right now. Fucking why not? Shit, yeah. 1-800-DISH. I got advertisements on the floor that say join Dish or whatever the fuck. Is there a fucking dish on the goddamn porch? God, I fucking love cursing. Yeah. There's a dish. I could install Dish. Should I do that? Should I install Dish? Well, who's planning on coming back? I see on Shitbag's website. Shitbag, you know the one I'm talking about. He and his little buddy, literally his little buddy, are referring to my next home is one they're going to ransack. Somebody said my next girlfriend he's going to fuck on my couch. Like what? Who says that? Is that even funny? All right, well, it might even be actionable. I don't know. It's certainly an astonishingly poor taste. It's not even remotely funny. It's not. I literally don't know what the problem is. I need to do some work. Okay? And then the work that I'm doing, it's on the computer. There's work on the computer. It's not in the computer. It's work on the computer. Right? What the hell is this? All right. And then there's also other stuff that's none of your beeswax. Right? You don't need to hear about my coins and my bells and my whistles. You don't. See, there's none. It's silent. Isn't that nice? I don't need to hear from you or any of you about whatever the fuck you think it is I need to be fucking doing with my fucking time. Now there's a beep. Yeah. Now I should have whatchamacallit. One of them corporate command control structures. It's not even that hard to do, right? I have it on good authority. It can be done within hours. And then mysteriously the shit hasn't been done, which just fucking mystifies me on a day-to-day basis. Like what the fuck people are thinking. Perhaps not at all. I'm not sure really. I'm not as upset as it may sound. I'm not really upset at all. I am decidedly irate. But that really just adds to the majesty of the entire procedure. Shit. All right. It may seem ridiculous, and it is. But part of the reason why it's ridiculous is that I've designed it that way to be that way for reasons which will be apparent to some later and then don't need to be apparent at all. It's a little bit like Rube Goldberg, the guy who used to draw the schematics of these incredibly complicated machines that were going to be doing some incredibly simple task like peeling an egg, and it would go through a number of steps to do so that were, to say convoluted and overly complicated would be putting it mildly. That was the whole shtick. That there was this like a page of blueprints just to make one domino fall or something like that. So I've got that right in front of me. It's hanging from the microphone. It's a gewgaw. It's something. It's you don't need to know what it is. You don't need to know what these things are called. I shouldn't even be talking to you about this shit. They call it Unsane University for a reason, right? And I've often thought, oh, that thing must be real. It is. It is real. Yeah, that's why the guy wrote about it. Probably why he got Alzheimer's or whatever the fuck it was. The dude died. That's okay. I mean, people die. It's not a big deal. And then I'm not stealing or copying anything. I'm just saying I have a thing hanging from my microphone. Don't most people have things hanging from their microphone? I guess not. I guess probably most people don't have microphones. Certainly not one with a bunch of enchanted pendants hanging from it. Let's get 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 just right there. 4, 5. If you count that as 5, it's actually just 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's go 21. 21 little fucking little action knobbies. This thing is one of those. It's a toddler's activity panel on ice, right? I know what they all do. I'm not going to describe to anybody what they actually function as. They don't actually affect the world. Okay, they're not. It's not like I move the necklace and then the world changes. No. I change the world and then I move the necklace to represent that, and then the change to the world happens internally. If something happens to change these things, it may or may not change something I'm going to do later. In fact, like I don't even know. It may or may not. I mean, what the fuck does that even mean? May or may not. It means no matter what, you don't know. There, just change that. That's better. Now my tail is pointing at the place where the tau piece is missing. Now there's a piece missing from this whole structure. It's exactly like in The Dark Crystal. I did it that way. Apparently somebody likes that movie a lot. So when I was redoing this, I made sure that there was a place for a Skeksis meltdown to happen, because otherwise it's just not legitimate, right? If I'm going to have The Dark Crystal reenacted for real, I might as well play it to the hilt. I've also got a crystal, an aventurine crystal, hanging from the exact same place. The one piece is missing the Tao piece, and then the other piece is missing the shattered corner of it. I'm not sure where it went actually. When I got this pendulum, it had a full. It wasn't broken, and then it broke soon after. It's way shattered. Yeah. There's the end of it that's just missing. Now, I don't know where the missing part went, but I do know what to do with it if it shows up. I've seen other events happen where just out of nowhere, some kind of fucking broken piece of pottery will show up and need to be placed somewhere. I've seen this, okay? It's not something that I've seen just a couple times either. It's happened often enough that I built a goddamn orrery around my fucking microphone so that I could take advantage of these opportunities when they show up. Why it's this way? I honestly couldn't tell you. I really couldn't. I don't recall asking for my life to be a glorified game of mousetrap, but I think probably some spooks did. I think there's a lot of those hanging around. My computer is really not working now. There's a limited number of things I can do about this. Number one, I can move. Number two, I can buy more hardware and software. And guess what? If I'm going to move, I'm going to do that the other way. So, I'm just not sure which of the 17 available funding avenues I should take for where it comes to funding the next phase of the adventure. I'm between windfalls. I've got some options, right? Nobody's really bringing those up. They seem to spend the most of the time insulting me, laughing at me, getting in my way, being threatening, being condescending, being insulting. That's basically all they do. That's it. It's not real conducive towards getting shit done. But that's okay. I don't really care. I have an orrery. I have crystals that need parts, and if a gelfling shows up with little pieces, I don't have to throw them in my dungeon. I know what to do with them. I can be polite. I can be civil, right? I can't take a shower, but at least I can be civil. I don't know what's going on. I know no one's calling me back.
They don't have no compassion for this group. They're not. They're
Literally.
not. This person's not gonna be able to show
I make phone calls. They don't get called back.
Not just the city, not the
I don't
state,
get.
the world, bro.
Nobody returns my call.
People understand just
I call.
How
They don't pick up.
This shit is about to blow up, bro. This is not a game. This is not funny, bro.
It's inconvenient at best.
This shit's not gonna end well. It's not. Because of ignorance.
So
sometimes I hate.
Setting aside what I'm trying to get done in a given day.
And people playing with shit.
Why am I getting blocked at every fucking turn?
Their emotions.
It kind of matters.
For another person that don't even bother them.
Something's got to be done.
Sick to my stomach. That's how a lot of people want to feel. They want to feel repulsed by this.
It's pathetic.
By the wisdom that is coming to them, they're going to feel repulsed by what they're hearing and seeing. How could you do something like that? What will make you do something like that? A lot of people, at least 50 people, at least 50 people.
Easy 50. I'm thinking more like 98.
How would you allow someone to lead you down to a path of destruction? You don't even know the person that you gunning for, you aiming for, you aiming aimlessly towards.
Compartmentalization.
You don't know the person, and you're gonna allow someone to guide you to a path of destruction.
And they're just doing it.
Ain't no fucking way.
They don't care.
Ain't no way.
They literally don't care.
Had the time to sit and ask themselves, why is this happening?
And if they do care,
things blindly.
they get another person to do it.
Well,
There's always another
you're
sucker.
not going to be able to have no help. There's going to be a lot of goodbyes here. People are going to be crying. Yeah, man. They're going to want to
People are already crying.
This is going to hit everywhere. 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 People take life as a game, as a joke. It's funny. I don't know about y'all. You can speak for me.
Oh,
My
yeah,
life
it's
ain't
funny,
no game. I
alright.
don't play no games. I don't play games. I don't treat my life as such. I take my life seriously because that's what it is. You only get one. So I'm not going to fuck up my one chance that I have to appease or play with others. I'm not doing it. I'm not. I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm not doing it for nobody. I'm not going to allow someone that I don't know lead me down the path of destruction. I'm not going to do that either. Because that don't make sense to me. That's what's happening here. It makes no sense.
It's fucked
This
up.
makes no sense. People are going to be leaving in droves from this city because of what this person has done towards you, collective. And I'm not, look, what I just said, people, thousands, run. This ain't going to end well. This ain't going to end well. Nope. Nope. I'm going to say this, and this may shock a lot of people when I say this, and this is just to tell you just how severe this bullshit is. I ain't even afraid for them. I won't even say the gory images
I pray for my enemies.
that I'm seeing clairvoyantly. Some really
There's some fucked up shit gonna happen.
disturbed, demented, off, hellish entities. I don't know what to call this person. I don't. I don't.
Or are they
I don't.
concerned about that?
This is not going to end well.
I don't think there's very many demonic entities
I
running
have
around.
exit. I don't have the T, but exit, exile, exes could be involved in this bullshit. Access.
X's could be involved, I suppose. Listen.
Wasn't this also a group too? IXS or is it INS or something like that?
I gotta
It was
pause
a group
this
from
for a
the 80s, a rock group.
I don't hate any of you. Whoever's listening, I don't hate you, and I'm not summoning demonic entities. Isn't that nice to know? Now, whoever is, I'm sure somebody is. Okay, there's no doubt that such things can be done. So I don't doubt that there are CIA angels that are running around poking holes in the fabric of reality. They're not very smart. The angels, they'll do it. They don't care. They know something can be done about it. If you run into any of this shit, don't call me. Don't call Ghostbusters. I don't know what you fucking should do, but you should probably pray and be a nice person, and then maybe that'll happen to you less than it would otherwise. I'm not going to start up a spirit canceling business. As exciting as that sounds, oh God, no, I'd rather intern at one and work without pay. That sounds better to me. If such a thing existed, right? I wouldn't want the liability. There's a lot of that. You start interfering with demonic spirits, shit can go south, even faster than you might think. So I won't be doing that. Let's listen to the rest of this woman. This is fascinating shit. Here, 5 minutes with Jack Star.
Help me out here. Help me out. I think it's INXS, IXNS, or something like that. Y'all gonna tell me. Somebody can listen to that group, but I know it's a soft rock group. It's a soft rock from the 80s. Somebody could be turning 6. Happy birthday, little one. Okay, someone's turning 6 years old. They're excited too. I'm turning 6. I'm going to be 6. I'm going to be 6. I'm going to be 6 years old, and they're so excited. That makes me feel good. The little people, so excited. I'm going to be 6. I know that's right, little boy.
That is exciting. Congratulations, all you 6-year-olds out there.
Garbanzo beans. So Goya products. Gonzo. Your name could be Goya. You may love Goya products. This is going to be very gory. Very gory.
I'll probably skip past this part.
So I'm going to end up in an operating room. It's like a kill switch. Like something that wasn't seen is now being seen, and it's like the switch is just being flipped, and everything's like, whoa, what's going on? That kind of way, but they're being caught off guard.
I'm back.
They have zero chance.
Only 5 minutes left.
Of getting out of this. Every last person. I'm gonna say this slowly, as slow as I can, so you can understand exactly where I'm coming from. Every last person that was involved in this.
Can't listen to both.
Y'all have no idea. None. Y'all have no idea. No idea. You have no idea what's getting ready to take place. How your life, karmic, is about to change.
Yeah.
Drastically. Catastrophically. You don't understand. You don't understand.
It's true, we don't.
You don't. Because this is beyond comprehension. This is beyond, this here. Every last person that was involved in this here,
Hear that?
because of one hateful person towards another.
That's terrible.
One hateful person attempted to turn a lot of people against another person. And the person, the collective,
thanks.
who didn't do anything, is going to be exonerated.
Thanks.
Y'all sit here and y'all play these games if y'all want to. I'm not playing no games.
Right.
Because this game here that they played,
It's a big pain in the ass.
this is what they bet, and this is what they're receiving in the end.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
4th house. Jupiter. Libra. I'm just doing 2 of these. Aquarius. 12th house. Moon. 12th house is hidden enemies. The moon's things are being exposed. Aquarius, by technology, a futuristic way.
Hi.
I don't get it. Here, we'll feel.
It works.
We have Taurus.
Hi.
We have Virgo. It's
Hi.
just a limp that this person decided to do just to get to you. You didn't even do nothing. Sage. I don't get it. I don't get it.
She could be picking these up randomly.
Every last person.
I mean, I can't see where she's rolling the dice.
Aquarius, do not allow people to lead you down a path to destruction.
So
if
I don't
all
know
they have
for
to
sure
offer you is just negative
that it's
something,
legit.
negative conversation, gossip, that person is not for you.
This could all
Do
be
not get caught in these games, bro.
electronically
Don't get caught in these games.
determined.
I'm telling you. Visually, what I see
Could be
is
anybody.
not going to end well. It's not. It is not. This is not a game.
This
And they
time,
failed
however.
miserably. Hell, God, miserably at this game. It's making me sick to my stomach
Have a beer.
because of hatred. Hatred. Cancer.
Huh.
Taurus, I'll do 4 more. Libra.
Huh.
Scorpio, 2 more.
Huh.
Capricorn. Cancer. All right, so if that resonates, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell.
Well, I guess I got to get rid of that one.
The things you do aren't good for my health. The moves you make for yourself. The means you use aren't meant to confuse. Although they do, they're the ones that I would choose. And I wouldn't want it any other way. You wouldn't let me anyway. Dangerous. The way you leave me wanting more. Dangerous. That's what I want you for. Dangerous. When I am in your arms. Dangerous. No, I will come to harm. The lies you tell aren't meant to deceive. They're not there for me to believe. I've heard your vicious words. You know by now it takes a lot to see me hurt. And I couldn't take it any other way. But there's a price I have to pay. Dangerous. The way you leave me wanting more. Dangerous. That's what I want you for. Dangerous. When I am in your arms. Dangerous. No, I won't come to harm. That's what I want you for. When I am in your arms, no, I will come to harm. The way you want to more. That's what I want you for.
Hi. I actually don't know why I'm doing this. Where is it? Oh, God.
Hi, you guys.
Okay, so Telegram
Sunday today,
eating up a lot of my bandwidth.
and it is July.
So I'm just going to turn it off. Because nobody sends me a Telegram anyway. I got nothing. Michael Jaco, by the way. Michael Jaco. Really? Really? Yeah. Real impressive.
July 23rd, 2023. If you
I have no reason to run Telegram. Nobody's sending me messages. Ugh. It gets so I get nauseous whenever I hear the notification bell. And it hoovers up all this bandwidth. Like, what the fuck? I've got my quality down to 144p. That's pretty... You can't really see the cards anymore. So, I tend to remote view them. Yeah, and I got nothing. Nothing. The bandwidth situation here is just not tenable. It's not helpful.
clicked on this video, it's for a reason. Stick with me till the end. I'm going to be doing you reading.
These fucking people. Time for what was that guy's name? The Democratic National Committee president. He was in the lead, and then Howard. Anyway, I'm not gonna do one of them. See, that wasn't me. Plausible deniability. Where's this fucking bandwidth at? Oh, I know. They're triangulating it. That makes sense. That actually does. There's just enough bandwidth on the phone to do the stream, right? It should be doing the stream. I want the stream. The stream is good. The stream is life. All hail the stream. Welcome to the stream. There's no stream. I got endless circle of death. Now you can't tell me. Oh, is it the triangulating? Is it the beeping? Is that a problem for somebody? Well, be that as it may, I'm not really concerned about your problems. I'm more focused on mine. Let's see.
Doesn't matter what sign you are. This is for the viewers of this video. The ones who clicked on this video starts.
So, what are my problems? We should do a roundtable. We should list off what my problems are. Number one, I'd have to say garbage. Yeah.
They need to know. Okay, just say to the area. Sure, the air is clear.
Surely Manson's a good problem to have.
Alright, let's pull your tarot cards and see what comes through for you. What do the viewers of this reading need to know starts?
Right at half an hour.
Okay, the first card you got here is the Six of Cups.
That one's nice. That means people from the past. For me.
Go back and clarify the cards.
I don't know about you.
Okay, and then you have the Six of Swords.
That one means future results productive in science. For me. 6 of points. 6-pack of points. Probably doesn't mean I want to use myself as a pincushion.
The Nine of Wands.
I don't like it that much. I really don't.
7 of Cups. The center card you're reading is the Ace of Cups.
Oh.
10 of Swords.
I'm a lover, not an IV drug abuser. Honestly, I'd much rather penetrate a vagina than my skin with a needle. Call me old fashioned. And call me some bandwidth. Like, how am I expected to carry this by myself? I can't just talk by myself without anybody talking in the background. Oh yeah, I guess I can. I should start recording the show away from this place with the beeps. That might be my number one problem. Fuck the garbage. The garbage is here. If I wasn't here, I wouldn't even notice it. Yeah, it'd be like it was somewhere else. So, number one problem is that I don't belong here, I would say. Yeah, definitely. I need somewhere with a fiber node access. Someplace
The mic recess.
kind of swanky. And then I can live off the dumpster divings more effectively if it's a really swank area, like down and out in Beverly Hills. And number two, I'm almost out of vape juice. This is definitely my number two problem. I don't belong here. Number one. Number two, I'm running out of shit to inhale. So I was wondering if I should just start making it myself. It's really not that hard. It just takes a little bit of knowledge of measurings. You need a good scale, right? And a steady hand, I'd say. And some base knowledge of hygiene and contaminant disinfecting of surfaces. You don't want to start inhaling your hand salsa, right? There's all kinds of stuff that lives underneath the fingernail. If you only knew! If you only knew! It's vile. It's beyond disgusting what can happen, right? I'm managing to keep myself in fairly. It's actually not too bad. Okay, it looks bad, but it's meant to. There's a reason for that I'll get into at one point someday, not today. As you can see, the bandwidth problem is a real challenge. Okay, so if I'm talking and then the bandwidth is going out, right? Because they're listening. If they're listening, how are they going to listen without bandwidth? There's no cord. There's no cable. Well, maybe there is. Maybe they got things in the walls, and that's running to somewhere else. I mean, that would be one way to do it, and then it would make sense that that's why the things are wired into the walls, and that's not a fire alarm. There's no fire, right? There's no bandwidth. There's no fire. So since I'm speaking out loud, right, the bandwidth goes out, and then I can't get any bandwidth in because I'm throttled. It's either in or out. There's only so much apportioned. Look at that, 80 kilobytes per second. It's maxed. 80, 70. Somewhere between 70 and 80. Okay. I got this little app on my computer. It keeps track of how much bandwidth is going. It's wall to the wall at 70 kilobytes per second. Like, that's not much better than shouting. Just going outside and just shouting ones and zeros at the sky. And it's all going up. There's nothing going down. And all I'm doing is speaking. I'm not downloading files. I'm trying to load a YouTube video. It's not coming in. There's no real reason for me to be uploading this much. Oh wait, am I uploading? Am I downloading? Huh? That's weird. The part of the app that's supposed to tell me which direction is which. It's not responsive. Weird. And Google Chrome is number one. Claims it's downloading. Well, that's what it would be doing if it was actually playing. Interesting. So the YouTube video is downloading, but it's not playing. And it's just saturating my connection at 70 kilobytes per second, which I guess is a lot. And there's no sound being played. What if I well, I can't do that. What if I do this? If I turn off the playback of what's being recorded, I don't know if it makes a difference. I'll leave it this way for another couple of cycles. Because I really don't know what I'm doing here. I really do not know what I'm doing here. I'm not waiting for anyone, I don't think. If there's a woman out there who likes me, who's waiting for me, I don't know who it is, honestly. There's a certain telepathic, oh no, like a million chicks dying out of dysentery on some planet somewhere, as if I had the Force and Darth Vader blew something up. There was a brief hallucinatory episode like that, but nothing for real. Oh, Belgab, dear Belgab, I saved you. No, really, I did. I'll tell you all about it. There were these dudes, and they wanted you to get blown up, and they were going to use the perfect weapon, the wrath of God. Right? For real. I know many of you don't believe in God, and that would typically insulate any individual soul, human souls especially, that would typically insulate a person from the effects of wrath of God. However, in this particular case, because Belgab as a collective has been operating, I'm using the word operating, they've been doing they've been doing that, whatever the fuck you people were doing, because believe me, remember Coast Gab? Coast Gab was before Belgab, and there was a Thuggy Piggy strike team operating on Coast Gab before there was one on Belgab, because they didn't change the name till later. Anyway, I was never there for Coast Gab. Nobody told me about Coast Gab. They didn't tell me. They didn't allow me to know about Belgab, Coast Gab. I wasn't invited to the party until after Coast Gab was gone. I never got to go see the Fantastic Forum. I heard that was a great place. Somebody took out the Fantastic Forum using various forum splitting methods, and there are people who still to this day are wondering, hey, well, what happened? What happened to that forum? What happened to Fantastic? What happened? Nobody's willing to answer that question yet. I don't even know. I wasn't even allowed to go there. I didn't know it existed. If I had known, I would have been there the whole time. Instead, I sat alone in my parents' basement and playing video games and talking to undercover Thuggy Piggy douchebags who were trying to jam me up and get me to do things and make me a useful idiot. This has been my life for years, right? Now, I'm not complaining, okay? Not just because it's mostly over, but just because, I signed up for my life. I've won. I'm getting the S rank on saving Belgab. I have saved Belgab before, at least I'm pretty sure, by various means. But this is the first time it's going to be documented. I'm told that there might be a news report somewhere. I'm looking to get out ahead of that. I don't want to hire a publicist, mostly because I'm cheap. Also, I have Archangel Gabriel, the guy with the trumpet. He's taking the day off from trumpeting. He's going to come and be my publicist for a minute. Apparently, it's already in the can. I'm not going to worry about it. I actually don't even know if I'm exaggerating, but I guess they had to finish up a couple of loose ends before they could announce to the world, "Hey, wait, yay, we got him, yay!" And then ideally, they wouldn't have mentioned my name at all, and ideally, they wouldn't have mentioned one Ms. Maid. You remember all these people. In typical times, punilings like us would not be discussed in the context of a closed investigation. Usually investigations like this don't get much fanfare. However, there happens to be, I think, 8 or 9 long-running cold cases that are all going to get closed the same day. And I don't know much about this other than that I was either a person of interest or a suspect in all of them. Go Hungarians. People apparently thought I might actually have been Kaiser Soze. No, I'm worse. I have autism, maybe. So Kaiser autist. Yeah. That movie isn't really bullshit. The Usual Suspects. Have you seen it lately? It really holds up pretty well. And the very first time I ever bought a DVD, when I upgraded from VHS tapes to DVD, The Usual Suspects was the first movie I ever bought. With my own money that I earned, or whatever. I've since bought several more DVDs, and then they have become, of course, obsolete. I now have Blu-rays, but then I haven't been watching TV or movies or no produced dramas at all for several years. My real life is far more amazingly entertaining than television genre. That wasn't the case for many years, though. I used to live quite the boring life, just waiting for something to happen. Didn't quite know what was wrong. Didn't know about the oxygen. Didn't know that a Thuggy Piggy strike force was doing overwatch on me. More on that later. I didn't know twat was considered a bad word. Didn't know what it meant. Didn't know that the Fey people only have. I didn't know that the Fey people didn't have an anus. There's a lot of things I didn't know when I was growing up. But now I'm 50. It's not that big a deal. I thought 49 was cool. Apparently, most people didn't think I'd live past 12, considering where I came from and where I grew up at. Apparently, my father pissed off the wrong set of dudes, and certainly his wife pissed off the right set of dudes, because she and her sister, my aunt, they've been tussling from I don't know when, but like my mother's sister called my mother fat, and I didn't find this out until fairly late in life, and I can see how much that would have harmed her. And then my mother had a sister who had all her teeth yanked and replaced by dentures at the age of 19. Now, that's an interesting medical factoid that I'm just going to leave lying there, right? Because I don't want to get involved in these two birds' old boat war. And then apparently my mother's sister's dumbest kid is apparently he's going to go to prison for some kind of fraud thing. And I did want to have the chance to say goodbye to him. If that's the case, it might just be a rumor. There's been a lot of rumors spread around, and then I do want to say that I certainly didn't want that to happen. No, I think he should go. He should go to my house and be my kitchen bitch. That would be much more better punishment than putting. If my cousin had done anything wrong, he was misled. Somebody told him that Hungarian is below black on the scale of people he should hate, and then I don't know who explained to my cousin that he should be a racist, unconscious. Drug addict, gambling addict, in denial, thinking that making fun of his cousin is a good idea. But he apparently had some problems, right? I won't say much more than that. But since apparently he's been running around running his mouth off for fucking years, I might as well put it to bed at the same time. Apparently, several of these cases are all going away, and I think if in a normal case, it would be something that prosecutors would have a field day with. It'd be like, oh boy, we get to prosecute these people for 20 years. We got job security. Well, I don't think it's going to go that way, because. I've just been informed that I was right all along. None of the information they've collected since they arrested me is going to be usable. It's all fruit of the poison tree, and there's going to be some sad prosecuting monkeys going to sleep tonight without any dinner for quite some time. I don't know which prosecutors are actually going to go to incarceration, or are they going to go to sensitivity training. But apparently, it was not common knowledge that when I say, "Yeah, I'm an ordained minister and I'm clergy." That's not bullshit. It's real. Yeah. And every single one of these guys who disobeyed that, well, they'll be handled in an internal matter. Prosecutors are not taken to the municipal court and forced to hang out in the bench with the people who have speeding tickets. That's not how they handle prosecutors. Prosecutors are handled in a special way, because prosecutors are very special people. Very, very special people. And I have the utmost respect for all of them, including the ones who fucked up, because they didn't know. I admit that it sounded like bullshit, and several of these people who probably will still continue to be prosecutors in the future, like really, once you take the job of prosecutor, a man is not good for anything else on this planet, and it must be a fun job, getting stacks of evidence photos of dudes doing terrible things to people, and then deciding which one's worth your time and which ones are going to haunt you for the rest of your days, and then the ever-looming present threat of one day, 13 years later, you suddenly get a call. Hey, this guy that you prosecuted and you did it wrong, yeah, he just got sprung from prison, and the first thing he did was rape somebody. So you want to prosecute him again? Yeah, I bet you do. Click. I mean, I don't think that's an actual conversation. But that movie Cape Fear is based on a real prosecutor. Really, all prosecutors are based on a real prosecutor. Who is it? Is it Jehovah, or is it Hammurabi? I'm not sure. Okay. Well, anyway, prosecuting looks like a hell of a business. I'm in no position to be a prosecutor. Nor was I in a position to be prosecuted to the degree that I was, and thankfully I'm going to be allowed a chance to do at least one more podcast where I say, hey, oh, Chick-fil-A, hot shit, there's a Chick-fil-A here. I didn't know that. I'm in an undisclosed location. Jack Star's on the run, by the way. I'm not at home. I'm driving around. I'm genuinely concerned about having some sort of paparazzi event. Because when I heard, well, there's going to be a news story, I fucking didn't think they were fucking kidding. And when the big story hits that you people haven't even heard about, it could turn into a carnival circus shit show, sideshow. And I do not want to be trapped in the goddamn higher ground when that happens. Because I mean, I can handle any threat there except media, right? That would be a threat that I could not handle. And then I'm not under house arrest, right? If I were there, people would assumed that I was under house arrest, because why would anybody be there, right? Unless they wanted attention.
He just wants attention. He just wants to fuck the newscaster.
Right? People say that. No, actually, I want to go on a date with Amanda Knox, but I didn't arrange for my girlfriend to be trafficked in order to make that happen. That's not even a funny joke. It's too soon to joke about that, especially since I didn't do that, and I don't know how sensitive Ms. Knox is to jokes like that I just made. I mean, I'm not kidding. It's not a joke. I'd love to go on a date with her. Doesn't have to be sexual. No, I want to talk to her about newspaper stuff, and then it doesn't have to happen. But I would like that woman to know that at least one person exists that she could go on a date with and she'd be fine, right? I'm not trying to humiliate her. I'm not disgusting. I'm well behaved. I would trust her opinion. More on Amanda Knox later, but I'd rather talk about her than Grapefruit. And then I don't want to embarrass Grapefruit at all. Am I recording? Am I still recording? Oh, good. 10 minutes in, it took me 10 minutes to mention Grapefruit. Is anybody going to file suit? Is her name does she have a trademark? I heard that Grapefruit was trademarked, which would actually be completely plausible, completely reasonable too. She's worth it. And then even though I gave her that name, it's no longer my name to trademark. That's her name. Things are different with a woman who is in her position and has her particular astrological profile. I'm not kidding. That woman is primary to my victimhood, and then the only way that I have primary victimhood is that I don't know where Grapefruit is, nor do I care to know out of turn. But undoubtedly, she may in fact run into this podcast at some point. It's not made for her. But I suspect that word gets back to her, and then I have not wanted to spend any time with that woman at all for some time now, and I don't wish for that to be misconstrued, which is very important. Schiffist did not wish to be misconstrued when he announced gleefully that I was on Abilify. He was mistaken. I've never taken Abilify. And then he was laughing because he thought that he was making a joke. He wasn't, actually. He was being weaponized. And he didn't care because he didn't think he needed to worry about that. And then he did. Last I heard, Sheffist's wife has left him because of the way he treated me. Apparently it was quite worse than I thought. Now, I don't think that's true, right? But I do actually know one of his wives, right? And then I didn't know that she was married to him at all. I don't want to take Sheff's wife. Like, there's no way. There's no way I would rub another man's rhubarb. But if she divorced him, if Sheffist had a wife, if anybody had a wife who divorced their husband on the basis that she didn't like how I was treated by her erstwhile husband, I would be flattered immensely. That's putting your money where your mouth is, or something. And then I'd want to know, well, what did he do that was so bad? I mean, I'd like to know. Probably like some thing that I'd never hear of ordinarily. My father and my mother's sister's second husband, go Bears, they got into an altercation of some kind while they were downstairs playing cards at the Thanksgiving thing. I was upstairs. How old was I? Like 11, 12, 13. I don't know. It was quite some time ago. And I never heard. I have no idea. Oh, my father's dead now. He won't tell me. He said it was awful what somebody said. And he said that was the last straw. He could never, ever spend time with those people again. And I'm not surprised that they did say something like that. Those people are boorish, thuggy, priggy pricks. My mother is a strange side of the family. And I don't want to get involved in that to any extent, so I will not comment further. But I heard a rumor that they were trying to sue me or trying to break the trust, that they were working with people to imply that I did not have the right or the whatever. Apparently they thought they had to fight to get my inheritance. Like, I don't know how, those things don't work the way people think they do. And then my mother and her sister, when I was 34, 33, they sued a segment of the family to get an inheritance from somebody that they thought they needed. And then I never heard their whole story about that. It was always like this and that and the other thing. And then I wasn't meant to know anything about what happened. My mother squirted me out of her womb at 38, and she told me that she only had one child. My mother could have had 12 kids before I was born, and she would have been absolutely, completely within her rights to lie to me about it. I'm just her kid. She doesn't owe me an explanation for her life, right? I mean, I was certainly curious. Like, Mom, how come you and your sister don't get along? Okay, well, now I know why. Her sister was born on the day of heaven and hell. That's a March thing. So she's a Pisces, but she's not a Gemini. Typically, people think of Geminis as being the evil trickster sign. Well, let me tell you, Pisces is the sign of the fish, and in the fish are in the ocean, and the fish get eaten by sharks. And my aunt is a shark and a half. Okay, that woman, if I went wrong, she could eat me alive. Yeah, and I imagine she thought that was the case, but she miscalculated, and thankfully she and I have made up. This was quite some time ago, and I will simply say that she felt terrible when she found out that she was wrong about me, and then she also felt terrible that she couldn't follow up and start complaining about what she should have complained about in the first place. But she didn't know. She thought I was lazy and didn't know that I was. Well, I actually don't know what I'm allowed to say that I am. But I have been busy saving people's lives. I did not save Amanda Knox. It had nothing to do with that. But I did save Grapefruit, and I don't know from what. And then I'm going to save her again. Apparently, this story is going to break out. And then if I hadn't gotten the chance to record this, I wouldn't have my pre-fame statements to fall back on. Something that I was upset with Azrae about. He implied that there was no reason to talk to me when I gave him the opportunity to do so. And then he has further made these terrible statements about me that I don't think they'll hold up well. I don't. And then I don't know what he was so upset about. Maybe it was that he thought that I was ruining his plans. And that's probably because I was ruining his plans. I wasn't aware that he had a plan because he didn't seem to know that his plan involved doing bad things to my life that he either did or did not know were very, very, very bad. Very bad. And since I don't care to get a reputation for taking vengeance on cast-off, half-retard Oompa Loompas who live in a mud hut somewhere out in the ghetto ass end of fucking Johannesburg, I mean, I can say that to him because he and I are peers. He will think that funny later on when he recovers from his fit of apoplexy. But if this thing really is going to media, I need to get ahead of that wave and make some statements that are going to be used for future use before I'm put on the spot. I need to make them, right? Because right now I'm kind of in a strange twilight zone where, like, this isn't really happening. Like, no way. No. You're not serious, Belgab. Belgab. Okay, for one thing, how come I have to keep saving you? Are you this incompetent, or is it something else? And then number two, did she really want me to buy her car? Like, okay, what the fuck was that all about? I mean, was that serious? Or was it because it had residue in it that they couldn't get rid of? Like, there was all these weird things that happened, and I don't want to embarrass anybody, so I kind of got to know. And then I asked her brother, but her brother is like, "What the fuck?" Because not maybe out loud, but he seemed surprised when I called him up. I called him as soon as I heard the rumor that somebody was spreading around rumors that I was trying to mac on his daughter. I called him in direct, and I said, "Dude, no way would I ever do that." And I said to him over the phone, "I will never do that." Okay? I mean, I'm sure she's pretty, but I didn't have any contact with her. I hadn't planned on that, doing that. If I ever laid a finger on her, he would kill me dead. There's no doubt about that. This man he's a family man, and I'm not on that kind of terms with that family. You know what I'm saying? So if I were even thinking of that, he would be uncomfortable. And the fact that there are rumors like that going around at all, I'm sure he's not fond of that. I'm sure it makes his job as a parent more difficult than it needs to be. All right, and he doesn't really have any way of knowing for sure that I didn't have anything to do with it, because maybe I'm lying to him. I talked to him on the phone. It's not the same as actually seeing things in the eye. He's big enough that he could beat me up. He's part of a tribe of 19,500 screaming Algonquin screaming warriors. I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to say that name anymore. It might be trademarked. I don't know. So if this actually does go viral, if it actually does go to the media, I'll have to hire somebody to tell me what to do. And before then, I'm still good because I've got rights. I'm doing my best. If there's something really important that I need to know, like an ongoing court case involving an inheritance that's been stolen from me that I need to get, that would be great if I knew about that now. But I can see how nobody would want to tell me, and then they'd have to draw straws to decide who got the duty, and then it's not like they want me to get it. I mean, shit. And then to them, it's a bone of contention to pick over. They didn't realize that I have rights just like a Native American. They thought I was just some European, right? Like, no, I'm not one of the carpetbaggers. Turns out the carpetbaggers are the family that my mother's sister married into, which is I'm not going to declare a war, but when it comes to carpetbagging, that family has got me beat all to hell and gone, and there's no way that I would allow that side of the family to carpetbag off of the Grapefruit side. Like if I were to, well, okay, so I can't be married to Grapefruit. The tribal council has spoken. We have a covenant, if that, and we were never married because it's not legitimate for us to have done so. And the marriage that has been bandied about as having happened was done with well-intentioned good, and I certainly feel close to that family. But we're not married. Okay, it's a different thing. So that means no community property bullshit, no this, no that, no the other thing. And now it completely makes sense why she did not tell me that. Because I was asking, hey, what about this? What about this? And then she didn't know because she's not a lawyer. And then she had a hope that she was going to get something, but she didn't want to say anything because that's the way that the humans have messed up the oh, I said it again. Okay, remember Avatar? Okay, she's just like that, but she's not blue. Or maybe she's blue now. I don't know. I haven't seen her in like 2 years. But there's a very real possibility that on the 6th of June, the court's just going to fold, and then I'll be able to call her. Or the court will fold, and it'll still be an emergency. Or the court will fold, and I can do whatever I want, and she'll be gone. She'll be gone, baby, gone. I'll never see her again, like Kiefer Sutherland in The Vanishing. Don't really know. That might be the easiest way to go, actually, if she just vanishes. But then I'll always wonder, you know. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to a peaceful, happy resolution. And also yesterday, one Mr. I think it was either Victor or Vincent. It might have been Vanderslee. He called me up and said, "I hear you've been talking about me. Well, you're going to jail." Click. Now he didn't sound mad. Okay, he sounded not quite like himself. Maybe it was Williams. Anyway, a message from David Rubini, the real one of the Tolpabinas. He said things that I did not take as a threat because I'm not going to jail. Like no, I haven't done anything wrong. I don't need protective custody in jail. And then he was reminding me that he doesn't want to go to jail either. Like no kidding. I don't know what he's got going on because I don't discuss the case with him. I rarely hear from the real one, and the people who pretend to be Rubini, I don't care what they say either. I mean, what the fuck. I don't even know what they did, and it's not my business in my area. And if they wanted to handle things between each other without me involved, they've had ample opportunity to do that. Christ, it's been like 2 years. So the irony of a man who talked about me shitloads, willy-nilly, according to his own judgment for years, who did things that would have been considered stalking if it wasn't a military matter. Him getting smart with me on the phone. There's some deep irony there, and then I shouldn't necessarily speak aloud on this issue to my recording audience. But the thing is, I'm going to, and I did, and I believe that I can easily withstand the consequences. I think that Mr. Rubini and I will come to terms quite easily. I think we can do it in public. I think we can do it live. But here's the thing: we can't really make money off of it unless everyone's on board, and Ms. Grapefruit would have primary rights of refusal on that. Right? She doesn't have rights of refusal on me, so I can say that, but I can say that she has refused. Yeah, it's a little complicated, and surprisingly, I'm well versed in these matters. Don't ask me how. I'm not allowed to represent anybody, and I'm certainly not a lawyer, but I do know a little bit of something of what I speak, and I'm speaking with confidence, not because I'm trying to snow anybody, but because I believe this is actually the case. I cannot get on a show with Mr. David Rubini and talk about certain things at all without incurring vast amounts of liability for myself. I could do that about David before. Hi, David. I could with impunity, relatively, because number one, he was doing it to me, and number two, I was the primary victim. Now, between her and I, she's the primary victim. Besides, I respect her, and I respect her family, and I want to show off for everybody else in the world. I want people to see how much I love this family, because I don't have to see him again, right? If the judge says, no, you can't see her, I'll be like, okay, bye. And then I don't want anybody to think that that's because I don't love her. I do, but I don't need to go against the rules. And if the rules, if somebody would like to see me and then they can't or something, that's the way it was expected to happen to me. Undoubtedly because of certain issues involving traditions and smoked salmon spawning rights. There will be those who will invariably claim that I'm laughing too much at the absurdity of the situation because, God damn it, I'm the European. I'm supposed to lose, and Pocahontas is supposed to win. She and her whole tribe, they're supposed to win every year when they do the Civil War reenactment. It's always going to be no, it's not how it is. Here's how it is. I saved them from a fate worse than death. They just don't know that. I don't want them to know that. When they find out what happened, then they're going to be sad. They'll be like, oh no. But that won't last long either, because I am Hungarian, and they are legit Native Americans. And the statements that I've been making out loud in public for quite some time, some of them have hurt that family. And I resent the fact that I had to be put in that position. And I knew that I knew something was going to hurt somebody's feelings. I didn't know what it was. They're used to people just doing what they say, and then I tried that, and then now I don't, and then now they don't talk to me. Oh, I called Grapefruit's mother the other day, and she was like, click. Okay, she didn't sound anything like that. She sounded worse, and she's typically the scary one, and now she's scared of me, and I do not exult in that. And it is my strong belief that there can be no resolution for happiness for anyone unless that woman is considered first. She is just as much a victim as her daughter, and I don't want to put on like a quantitative amount on who got punished more. But let's just say that those two females have had enough of them put upon themselves that the fact that I have saved them and they couldn't do anything to stop it, they're going to have to learn to put on the right pair of shoes and wear the right color dress, and perhaps wear some beads. And they might have to go to tribal council and apologize to somebody. Not even me. I'm not part of their tribe. But it could be that they said things about me that turned out to not be true, and they might have to be in head counting. They might have to do that in person. They might have to fly down to Okie or wherever. They might. And I didn't do this to make them go out of their way. All I did was I wanted them to not die, and I didn't want to go to prison for things I didn't do, and then I didn't want anybody to go to prison, and then I didn't want to date a woman who was hitting me with sticks, and I didn't want to break up with anybody in the wrong way. You break up with a person the wrong way, it can leave a mark, So since it's been like 19, 20 months since this fucking thing got started that I knew of, and then before that there was a bunch of shit going on that didn't make any sense to me. I mean, now it makes sense. If only people had told me the truth before and they weren't trying to take advantage of me, right? And then a number of people were misled, a number of people were lied to, and that's probably between them and somebody else. But I didn't lie to anybody. I was just simply manipulated into a position where I was going to take the fall. And in order to not take the fall and to ensure the survival of her species, I took steps. I either found a way or I made one. And I don't know if I'm going to have to report on that to... I know I'm not planning on interviewing at CNN. I do know that if anybody asks me to give an interview, it's going to be checkbook journalism. I will not go around making money without sharing it. But I'm not telling the story for free. Fuck that. I want to see everybody else tell the story, like they've been doing, right? Oh my God! Hey, that's a nice truck. Yeah. And then I want to make sure that nobody else hurts any more feelings. I think that he's not my friend, but the wrencher, two wrenchers, three, four. There's 3 or 4 wrenchers that I don't want to have a bad feeling with. And then in the past, there's been bad feelings, and I'd like to recover from that rather than watch myself go flash in the pan viral and then just be a name. I don't want to be a Kato Kalin, right? I've already got a Kato. I don't want to be an OJ Klingon where I know something and I got brief minutes of fame and then my name becomes a joke forevermore. Frankly, I owe a debt to my father. He's dead now. Oh, look at that mountain! Wow, that's Mount Rainier. God, that's beautiful. I don't usually go to this part of town very much. Huh, interesting. I'm in a cop fishbowl town, driving around. I'm sober, so I'm not worried about anything. It's early in the morning, so there's no traffic. But this town knows me. I got a friend of mine who lives here. We've known each other for quite some time, and we're definitely friends. And I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea. One time I came down here and I got pulled over when I picked her up to have a visit, and we got pulled over for no discernible reason. Although they did have probable cause. They wanted to make sure I wasn't kidnapping her. Yeah, because people had been saying weird stuff. And then she's kidnappable. You know what I'm saying? People have taken advantage of her before, and unbeknownst to me, I've been a suspect in multiple cases that are investigated in a way that does not include telling the target of the investigation that he's been, suspected of as such. I didn't know any of this until recently. So in case anybody was wondering why my life has been a fucked off mess, turns out it's not because of my bad breath. No, that's probably one of my more humanizing qualities. Turns out there's been a number of people who have worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make me appear to be a complete and total asshole, so that I would be believably to blame for the things that they had done to various people, including my friend. So, how are you doing? How are you doing out there, Bill Gavin? This is going to be going on the YouTube, on the Men in Black Content Delivery Network, which consists of me publishing on YouTube, nothing else, right? There's nothing there. And I don't know if that's going to be a thing. That is going to be up to somebody else, right? If that even happens. And then I might get a gag order. Like, let's say the judge says, okay, Mr. Kuzi, do you want to be able to talk on YouTube, or do you want to fuck your girlfriend again? I'm going to say I'll never use YouTube again as long as she doesn't hit me. Baby, don't hit me one more time. I'm teasing. I don't know if I can still make that joke. I don't know if there's a sense of humor. Like, is Grapefruit still alive? I don't actually know if she's alive. I think she might be alive, and if she is alive, she might be in. She probably has a new. It's been a long time. It seems like they could have manufactured a new ID for her by now, because she certainly could be in protective custody, because some people were mad at her for what they thought she did to me, as well as for what she actually did to me, which was ill-advised on some levels. Wow, that girl's hot. Anyway, I don't want anybody to get hurt feelings. And so to the degree to which I am capable of doing so, I'm looking to get out ahead of that. Maybe a few of you heard my show the other day. My collage, my internet montage. The one called Violence. At the end of it, I call somebody a bitch. I would prefer not to reveal the identity of that person directly. Some people think they know. They probably don't. It's not somebody that I would be likely to be calling a bitch. I'm surprised that it went that far. But that woman, I think she's possessed by a bug person, or that was an actor. It might have been the woman herself who's just been under so much threat, because apparently she's had a tough time. I don't know how tough her time has been. Since apparently people haven't told me various things. Apparently there's been things going on without me knowing, right? The other day I was reading Azrae's website, and he made a post in which he claimed that I had sodomized his love interest. Now, I don't know who that is, and I mentioned that I felt like I was missing out, because if I had sodomized his love interest, I would have preferred to have known that ahead of time so I could enjoy the experience more. Because I don't know if it's real or not, but I don't know what's hyperbole anymore or what's real with that lad, other than he has gone too far, right? And I don't believe that I've gone too far, nor do I wish to continue the one-upmanship. I mean, we're talking about a man's name here, right? And I don't want things to get at all bad. Oh, road closed. I don't want things to get nasty. I don't want people to make jokes about my friends. I don't want my friends to get the wrong idea. I don't want rumors to spread out of control. I don't want people to suddenly rip out their fucking eyeballs because they heard an internet rumor that triggers their fucking whatever they got going on that makes a person rip out their fucking eyeballs. Like, I don't know entirely how it happened in the first place. Okay, and then I don't know what kind of investigation's been going on since then. Here's a hint. It didn't involve fucking asking me questions about what I knew, right? And it didn't involve saying, "Okay, Mr. Kuzi, you're deputized now. Get out there on YouTube and help us catch them." Nobody said that. Even Jesus and God didn't say that. And I am an actual sorcerer, not a sorcerer. Sorcerer. It's a big difference. Yeah. So earlier tonight, or rather last night, I saw a man who does a tarot reading channel describing me. He was obviously talking about me, which was weird. Before he'd allude to me, but he never actually appeared to be talking about my case in particular. He's talking about me when he says things like, "There are people out there who think that what you do is evil," and fuck yeah, I know there are. And there's about to be more, because when certain people find out that certain cases are not going to be prosecutable anymore, because there's going to be a decision handed down that says, okay, so all that's no longer admissible. Poof, bye, back to the drawing board. People are going to be upset. They're going to be fucking salty about it, and there are going to be people who are going to blame me, because there have been, and there's going to be a couple more for sure, inevitably. Because either this story is going into the news, or gonna sue David Rubini for fucking calling me up and threatening me. I kind of have to, because he called me yesterday and he said, "I heard you've been talking about me. Stop talking about me, or you're going to jail." Click. I mean, look. The line has to be drawn somewhere, and that was number one, unlawful conduct. Number two, he didn't mean what he said. Right? I knew what he meant, but he didn't have the courtesy or the vocabulary to describe it to me in any other way. And I truly believe he either felt like he was justified, or he was triggered, or he honestly didn't know what else to say. And then maybe he just wanted to see what I would do. Right? But I'm not like other people. I'm not going to fly off the handle, and I do have a plan for dealing with this. A long time ago, I explained to Mr. Rubini that I was going to say anything I damn well pleased, because I know what I was doing, and I had a plan for redeeming his reputation just as much as mine. And those statements remain in effect. They're still true statements. I have no doubt that Mr. Rubini is innocent of a lot of shit. And then I don't know which Rubini is which, and then I don't know what he has done that people are still upset about. But if push comes to shove, I'm happy to do a round table. I don't need to run away from him. I don't think he needs to run away from me. And I think that if he gets to talk and I have to shut up, I don't think that's a very fair outcome. I think that would be unjust, right? So more on that later. I do know that I'm not lying when I say I have genuine respect for the man, and whatever he did to anybody, I am capable of forgiving very easily. He apparently wants some revenge on somebody. So he may actually need to file a Canley request. I don't know if you know what Canley is. It's a field of law that involves blood vengeance that is related to Native American affairs, because the Native Americans have their own ways of doing justice. They don't necessarily have to follow the whole entirety of the U.S. Constitution. Some groups of Native Americans have special treaty rights because they negotiated them back in the day. It wasn't that long ago either, and they insist on them being respected. And this is like I said, a very narrow field of niche law. Like let's say there's a person of Native American persuasion who belongs to one of the tribes that still has full scalping rights. I will not say which tribes have this. I don't know. I have no need to know this information. And if I were to know, I would know better than to make too many jokes, because I don't want to get scalped. I don't know about you. Doesn't sound like a fun time. And then I don't want to be disrespectful at all. I know that I am disrespectful just because I'm still alive after hanging out with Grapefruit for 5 years and not having the courtesy to off myself in jail, right? Make everything a lot simpler for people. A lot of people in the royal circles think that I should have just killed myself anyway, because they had a plan for putting my soul into the body of a lemur or a puma. I think some kind of a cat. I think they were going to kill me one way or another, and they were planning on putting my soul into the body of a cat, which I would, at one point in my life, I would have been down for. Oh yeah, sure. I love you, Grapefruit. I'll be your kitty cat. I don't know. I don't know if that would have been worked. Yeah, I'm okay with not having done that yet. I mean, I like being human. I love being a sorcerer. The fact that I have a qualification in a very narrow field of law that just so happens to be extraordinarily useful when dating a Native American shamaness who's really pissed. Just coincidence. That's just how God worked out. I didn't know I was ever going to be in this situation, right? So many people were surprised when they found themselves talking to me again, because after they, in various timelines, after they diminished my standing in whatever they were dealing with, and then they called somebody on the phone and they were expecting to talk to the Canley person, and that turned out to be me. They probably were quite surprised. Several of them were. These cases aren't handled the way people think they are. Certainly not like they do on CSI. And I've been afforded the rare privilege of being at the center of various things that I never thought I'd ever see in my life. And it turns out that it's all going to come out smiles for pretty much everybody, except me, really. I believe that it's going to be a perfect score. Yeah. I have more than just faith. I have a plan. Wow, there's a cop. I don't want to alarm anybody, right? But I am driving around in a part of the town where I don't usually go, and I'm blabbing into my cell phone, talking on the Google Recorder, not broadcasting live, but anybody who's unlawfully surveilling me can hear what I'm saying. This sounds like good content, doesn't it? Yeah. I'm not high. I'm not drunk. I'm not agitated. Nor am I in denial. Nor am I likely to be agitated. I've been in pretty good mood for the last several months, considering I I kind of knew ahead of time that I was innocent of everything, and then I knew even better. Not only did I know what really happened, I also know why certain things happened. I'm the only one, in fact, because a lot of times something happened that I didn't expect, and it would have been exactly what I expected, except for Thuggy Piggy Strike Gang Beta number 2. Like, these people had backup plans for the backups. So a lot of times I would do everything perfectly, and I would go to sleep expecting one world to be there in the morning, and then while I slept overnight, it was presto changeo. People did black coven magic, and then I was fucked again. It was sad. I think that kind of thing is over. People seem to have gotten the impression that I'm clever. I know that I'm clever. Let's see. I would have been talking about Amanda Knox earlier, but I'm also responsible or discreet or oh my god, I might be too soon to play the Amanda Knox card. But I have to mention that I would have wanted to talk about Amanda Knox long before Grapefruit, and it was only because of the machinations of others that I had to bring up what's her nibs earlier. And this all happened like 3 years ago. So why this is relevant today? It's a good story, but I did mention Ms. Knox. I'm not kidding. I would much rather date her than Grapefruit. And then while I've been fucked off and alone for 19 months, not talking to Grapefruit because of no contact. Emergency! Turns out there was an emergency. I think there still is one. But it's not for Amanda Knox, and it's not in my pants. Okay? Yeah, and then I need a baseline on the audacity of this topic. Is Amanda Knox grinning, or is she horrified when she hears this? Hi, I don't know her at all. I know she's, famous, and I know why she's famous, and I got a great story to tell her. And then I feel like I didn't know this when I first saw her. I thought, oh wow, what a hot girl! I can see why some creepo tried to put her in a dungeon. He did, right? And then I happen to, I don't have a fetish for girls who have been in dungeons, but I do have a fondness for the certain knowledge that I can handle going to a dungeon with a girl who's been in a dungeon and not embarrassing her. Like, I'm not going to leave her there, and I don't do that kind of thing. And if she ends up in a dungeon again, I'll get her out. I mean, I just got Grapefruit several times. I don't think has Grapefruit been in a dungeon? Maybe they sent her back in time and they replaced her with Amanda Knox. Maybe she was Amanda Knox, and then well, anyway. The Amanda Knox card is my trump card. If I end up having to defend myself against anybody claiming that I've slandered people, and I thus have to respond to some $1 billion lawsuit, like my problems are just beginning once they take away the emergency and my assault 4 charge goes away, whatever means it goes away. At that point, I became open to civil liability if anybody wants to claim, and there are those who are mad at me. So there might be. I think there's paper ready to go, like in a dump truck, and all it takes is the judge to make me vulnerable, and then people who want to see me suffer, if there are any, who have that. Yeah, that's the step 2. That's the one where it just goes on and on and on forever and ever and ever, and I never get to see the woman again. That was somebody's plan, and I don't know if that is going to be the plan. I know that it's up to the court. And I know that I have not necessarily made that any more easier for the court to deal with, given that I am a paladin and a sorcerer and have been shooting my mouth off on YouTube for the entire time. I have barely curtailed my rights. If the court had given me a gag order, I would have obeyed it. If I had gotten a valid cease and desist order, I would have engaged in it. If I had any more respect for Mr. Rubini, I don't know if that's possible for either one, but it wasn't a question of respect. It was that, in my genuine opinion, I honestly thought that I knew better than him what to do about his problem, given that I had saw it coming, and then I warned him and he laughed at me and hung up. So I don't think mercy is in that man's vocabulary. I don't think he's ever been in a position where a fucked off goy like me, I'm not a Jew, I don't think anybody has ever had him over a barrel before. And I think he's adorable. I would never hurt David on purpose. The other one, I don't know. But then I don't know what I have to do. I haven't been given instructions from God like that. I'm not Joan of Arc. I'm not William Wallace. I don't know what I am, but I do know that I'm not Jesus Christ. And if that man has to go to trial, I'm not necessarily going to be on his side, right? And he's not going to settle with me. And I'd rather talk about Amanda Knox than either of those two. So. There's 44 minutes with Jack Star. It's not 5 minutes, but I guess something has happened since I started thinking about how I was going to do a show in the first place. It kind of sprung up around me. I didn't realize it was going to be like this, but I did have a plan because Grapefruit is that beautiful, and I love her, and I don't need to go out with her. I just need her alive, and I might have resurrected her. Okay, peace. I don't think anybody's coming.
If I had my way.
All right, you hear that beep? Okay, I'm gonna turn this back on.
If I had my way.
Ridiculous.
If I had my way.
All for the love of you. I'm gonna turn this off.
Burn this whole building down.
I guess this is what I do. I don't know what else I would do. So
the Shirley Manson Love Fest continues.
It's true. I love you. Bye. Can I record this?
Just like once a year, if you want to.
Okay.
Just like once a year, if you could check in with me, let me know you're alive, that would be super.
Once a year.
That's all I'm asking for. It's not a demand, it's a request.
Who are you asking that of?
My daughter.
Oh. And
yeah.
I don't recall her name.
So through that request, I've managed to open the lines of communication.
Oh.
And the only thing that I tell her now is, I've been thinking a lot about you lately. Oh. I love you. I hope you're doing well.
Oh.
Hope to talk to you soon. And that's it. I leave it alone.
Huh.
I don't defend anything. I don't apologize for anything because I've done all the apologies, done all the ass kissing I'm ever going to do. And so that's where we're at.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, would you like me to put this request on my debrief cast?
I don't know if you want.
Well, I might. I'm desperate for content.
Ow. Fuck, you just hit me in the face. Fucking hurt. Yeah, I mean, if you want to, I don't care.
You don't care. You don't care.
I mean, I don't care if you put it on your thing.
Remember, she's going to hear this.
That's fine.
Okay.
I mean, she would kind of have to tune in and listen to it, but yeah.
Well,
I mean, I'm okay with that.
Let's be hopeful.
Yeah. What I'm saying is I'm okay with that because I want her to hear that I'm in a good place and I'm coming from a good place. And that would be wonderful if she knew that. Instead of whatever opinions she has derived from information other people have told her.
Right.
Because that is not fair, and that is not me.
Now, how many times did you OD?
Never.
Never. Oh.
Never.
Oh. Well, maybe somebody maybe has you confused with somebody else.
Yeah, of course I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because for whatever reason, people seem to like to give her an image of me that is neither accurate nor correct. And her not having any information otherwise allows that to happen.
Huh.
So, yeah. So because of that, she doesn't know any different other than what they've told her. And I'm not fighting that uphill battle anymore trying to fix that because there's nothing I can do to fix that. She needs to get to know me. Once that happens...
This is the same story you told me. This is the same story you told me 7 years ago.
Probably.
Well, that doesn't reflect well.
That means that I have not gone anywhere in 7 years.
No.
Zero progress.
It doesn't mean that. It means that you haven't made that progress with me.
Okay. Or with her.
Well, that's true. Well, I don't know her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or if I do...
I would like for her to know me. That'd be super awesome.
Well...
But I can't be the one to, push myself on her. She needs to come to me. Because that's all her.
Wow.
That's her comfort zone, and I'm not trying to fuck it up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What if she thinks you're dead?
Huh?
What if she thinks you're dead?
She doesn't. That's why...
How do you know what she thinks?
I check in with her. Because I check in with her, and I tell her I'm not dead.
Oh. Well...
I tell her I'm still alive, I'm still here, still waiting for you to want to get to know me.
Well, so... Oh, I see. So you're saying that in 7 years, she hasn't wanted to get to know you?
No.
Huh. Well...
No, not at all.
Well,
Nothing.
In a way, neither have I.
Okay. I feel like we got to know each other pretty fucking well while we were playing WoW, though.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't know. That's definitely not... that wasn't me. I mean, that was a side of me that I'd never seen before. And then I've never seen it again since. So that was really you getting to know you and I together.
Okay.
Yeah. What is that noise?
That is the machine that prints the passes that I'm trying to get.
Okay.
The other machine that I was at wasn't taking money. So I had to come over here to this machine that clearly is taking money because it's printing out my tickets.
Wow.
Yeah. So instead of getting one every day, like if I get it on the bus, it's $4. If I get it at this machine, I can get it for $2, and it looks like a $4 pass. So they don't ask me any questions. And I like that. So I go to the machine and I get 5 of them for $10. And that's, 5 days worth of passes. Woohoo! For $10. Yay! So yeah, that's my little to the system. But yeah. Suck it. I'm not paying your full fare. Goddamn buses barely show up anyway. We have a shortage of drivers here.
Yeah.
So if they don't have a driver for a particular route, guess who's not taking that bus? Because that bus ain't coming. Wow. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, fucking wet because it was raining. I don't even know if they're gonna work, but I got them. Fuck it. Now I get to go to a Circle K and buy 2 packs of cigarettes with my roommate's debit card that he lent to me, so that I could go buy some cigarettes. Because he's fantastic like that.
Who's the roommate again?
It's kind of a long walk, but whatever. That walking and breathing thing is really hard for me right now.
Okay. Do you want
I don't know if I have like COPD or if I have like CHF or if I just have fucking pneumonia. I don't know.
Okay.
But ever since I got that fucking vaccine, my tidal volume is like 0.
Wow.
I take like 5 steps and I'm winded.
Wow.
It's fucking bullshit. Yeah. All because of the goddamn vaccine.
The
reason I got the vaccine is because I didn't want to not be able to travel because I didn't have that shit.
Wow.
So, yeah. Fuck you, government, making me get that shit. Look what happened. I feel like somebody needs to be giving me money for that.
Well, they're already giving you money for the other thing.
Well, I mean that was a whole other thing though. Like that was completely unforeseen circumstances.
Right.
Yeah. Which, my life has been full of. Fucking great. Yeah.
Well, my
somebody else always makes the decision that I pay the consequences for. Fucking bullshit. I'm so tired of that shit. I'm so tired of it. But I'm pretty sure that's just how my life is.
Okay. Well.
That's how it's always gonna be.
Maybe not
I'm
always.
sick of fighting it.
It sounds like you're a good candidate for our scholarship over here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know who else would be interested in applying.
Yeah. I mean, if I could get a scholarship for being an unfortunate victim, that'd be fucking awesome.
No, that's not what you would be getting one from me for.
Oh. Damn it. Okay.
You'd have to. Shit. Sorry. You'd have to qualify on the basis of nobody else. Nobody else is going to try and kill you.
Nobody else is trying to kill me?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there was just that one person.
Okay. Sorry. That didn't work out.
I mean, math is hard, but so there was somebody. Well, I was trying to kill me for a while, and then my ex-husband tried to kill me, and then now somebody has given me the hip, which at one point was terminal, but now people are living forever.
I'm trying to figure out why I wasn't allowed to be friends with you.
What do you mean?
Well, it was a big problem before.
It was a big what?
It was a problem.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It wasn't a problem for me.
Well, it was a problem for somebody else.
Well, then that would have been your jealous, insecure, possessive, control freak girlfriend.
Yeah, but it seems like she should have not been that way for one thing, and then for another, it seems like
obviously
nothing to fear from you.
No, not at all.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well.
I'm just fucking living my life. Like, what? Like, I'm not trying to step on her toes. I'm not trying to get in between.
Well, you are now.
Yeah. Completely not a threat, though. Like,
well, now
trying to be a threat.
Well, now the situation is different.
Yeah.
But before
Trying to get rid of her?
No, she called the police.
Again?
Well, I don't know if she called them since then, but she didn't call them on me, or maybe she did. But I haven't seen her since that Christmas.
Oh, fantastic!
And what she's been doing since, I have no idea.
Yeah, because you don't care.
No, because I have no way of knowing.
As long as she's not.
I do care.
In your space, fucking up your shit.
Don't. That's not how it works.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on because no one has told me what's going on with her, and then she hasn't called me, and I can't call her.
Oh, okay.
And then I do care. If you knew how things were going, you could tell me.
I don't.
Oh, you want to find out?
Huh?
Would you like to find out?
Damn.
Doesn't sound like
I think I'm out in a while.
Okay.
Because, I mean, there's that natural curiosity that I have.
Well,
and at the same time, I have learned how to quash that natural curiosity. Is that natural fucking curiosity gets me in a world of shit on the regular.
Okay, well that's your experience. In my case, I care much more about what's her face than about your daughter.
Yeah.
And vice versa, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if I found out about your daughter and you found out about the other one, then we could trade information back and forth. That would be indirect.
We probably could, except that I don't want anyone to contact my daughter.
Well, I didn't think you
because
did.
I like having an open line of communication.
Right.
I don't want anyone to spook her.
Well, I was gonna publish this conversation on the internet.
You can do that.
You don't think that's gonna
But
spook
that
her?
doesn't mean she'll find it.
Well, I suspect somebody will tell her about it.
Maybe.
It could
I
be.
don't know.
Well, if anybody listens to it who knows who you are.
Her friends don't know who I am.
Uh-huh.
I don't think her friends even know, like, her history like that. I don't think she talks about it.
Well, I'm not saying that somebody's going to out her. I'm saying that if you allow me to publish this conversation on the internet, inevitably one day, either quickly or in the far-flung future, she'll run across it. She'll listen to her self being talked about by you and I.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I thought I said that already.
All right. Well, I'm fine with finding out what's been happening with what's her name? I can't remember.
Yeah. You'll have to tell me her name so that I can Google it.
Well, I was hoping you'd have some more of a grapevine approach.
Oh. No, I would just Google it, honestly.
You're gonna Google her name, really?
Yeah.
What good does that do?
You'll find out where she's at that way.
No way.
Why?
Well, all right. Tell you what, I'll try Googling my name and I'll see if I can find out where I'm at.
Okay. I promise if I Google you on my phone, it'll probably come up with a recent address and phone number.
Really?
I do lots of searches. Google knows me very well.
Huh.
Gives me lots of information.
Hmm.
Lots of information. Apparently other people don't know how to get.
Says
It's weird.
March 5th, 2022, Michael Clifford Cousy, Lake Forest Park.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't there. Oh my God! Wow.
What?
It says I'm living there and I'm paying $1,920 in rent.
$1,000 a month?
That's what it says.
Wow. How are you doing that?
I don't know, but
That's crazy. I
oh
hope you
my
don't have to pay
God,
taxes on that.
Alvin Simple. Oh my God.
What?
Well, Donna Simple was the name of the woman who had a relationship with me for 7 years, supposedly. And then she disappeared.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, after 7 years. And then later on, appeared to be part of some kind of scam to take the house. And then Alvin Simple was this guy who was apparently her foster father or something.
Uh-huh.
And apparently, I don't know if the same guy, but probably not. She and her sister, Kelly, had been abused as children in some foster care scandal. And then they were rescued and then placed with Alvin.
Allegedly.
I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, they were allegedly abused.
Well, they were definitely messed up.
Yeah.
I don't doubt that there was something going on.
And he was a hero?
I don't know,
Or
but here's his
just made
contact
it
number.
look like that on paper.
Here's his contact number. 206-654-4541.
Uh-huh.
I should call him.
You should.
Maybe not now. It's a little late.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, shit, there's the Circle K I'm looking for.
Wow.
Ah, look at that. I made it.
Okay.
Sort of. I still got to cross Central. It's kind of a busy street. I might get hit by a car. If you hear a thud and you don't hear me anymore, I got hit by a car.
I've heard of that happening with Wes and Kirsten.
What?
Wes and Kirsten.
Wes and Kirsten?
Back in 2004 or 3 or 2.
Yeah.
That's the story I was told. I don't know to what extent it was real, but that was the woman who turned out to be not as nice as I thought.
Aw.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was too bad.
That sucks.
Yeah. Especially for her.
God damn it. See what I mean about not being able to catch my breath?
Yeah.
I used to walk fucking miles.
Maybe
I
you're
had no
smoking too much.
problems. I just walked like a quarter mile. I'm fucking dying. It's crazy.
So Alvin,
Okay.
it says here that Alvin Semple is where this guy lives. This guy lives at my old house now.
What?
Yeah,
That's weird.
it is.
How does that happen?
Some sort of scam, I think, maybe. I don't know. It might not be a scam. It might just be the word they're doing it.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But why is he trying to take your old house?
Well,
Or why is he in your old house?
maybe it's
That seems weird to me.
might be a cover ID.
I guess. I mean, are you in the house currently?
No, I haven't been there since Christmas Eve of 2021.
Okay.
I woke up there, outside,
Yeah.
in my car.
In your car?
Yeah,
Wow, weird.
I didn't want to go home that time.
Yeah. Can't say they blame you.
Yeah, it was pretty nightmarish.
Hold on, I gotta get some cigarettes.
Right.
Can I get 2 packs of Marlboro Black 100s? The one with the red stripe? Yes. Eat a mint. Like a peppermint.
Incense.
Peppermint will settle your stomach.
My stomach is fine.
What'd you say?
My stomach is fine.
Your stomach did what?
My stomach is fine.
Oh, is this one or that one? Shit. I'm talking to the lady ringing up my shit.
Right.
I was trying to put it in there. Okay, it's 92273. Oh shit. Okay, you can do your phone number. Yeah. So, trying to buy cigarettes. Okay, great. Okay. It's a debit card.
Also, I think my neighbors are DEA.
This shopper insert card. It's in there, motherfucker. Hold on. This thing. Okay. Crazy. Please follow instructions on credit card reader. What's it say? It says authenticating. Approved. Thank you. Oh my gosh. That was like the whole thing. Thank you. Seriously though, eat a peppermint. It'll settle your stomach. That's what they were designed for. What the hell is that noise?
Meditation bell.
It's what?
It's a meditation bell.
That is nothing meditating. That is no.
Well, it sounded good over here.
Okay. In my ear, it sounded like a fucking air raid. Yeah, the lady in the register heard it. She's like 5 feet away from me. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It sounded like an air horn. It's a meditation bell. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like shit. Right? Have a great night. So, yeah, your meditation bell is not very meditating at all. I really want to steal this bicycle that's sitting right here. God damn it. But I'm not very good at riding a bike, and I have this umbrella, and I have this Gatorade. It's too much shit to carry while I'm trying to steal a bike. I'm not very good at riding a bike anyway, so I'd probably just fall off of it. What?
Well, I think you got to stop stealing.
Whoa. How did you know? What? I don't steal. I just said I wanted to. God.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't judge me.
I'm not.
I'm fucking fat and lazy.
Uh-huh.
And it's a bicycle. It's much less effort than walking. Not really, but that's what my brain is telling me.
Well, yeah, but stealing is more effort than it's...
I know. It's like work, huh?
well,
I have to pedal really fast, and then, because the ground is wet, it would slip and slide, and it would suck.
There's a payoff later.
It doesn't? Are you sure?
Yes. The universe has a way.
Hold on, because my
balancing
ear
out.
is doing funny things to my phone.
Uh-huh.
Let me shut it down real quick. Hold on.
Okay.
My ear is making weird shit.
Is that it?
That's who my daughter is. Or will be. damn, you wouldn't have meditation bill again, aren't you?
Yeah, that was a ding.
Yeah. Thank you. See, did you hear that? I would go to my age. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you. I just got them done this morning. Well, like almost 24 hours ago. My friend's girlfriend did them for Valentine's Day because she wants to get my fiance or whatever. Thank you. So, yeah, your meditation bell screeches at me.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. Maybe it's my phone?
It's my phone.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, at least it's something. Because, yeah.
Well, I didn't mean to screech at you, but that's just how it worked out.
Yeah, there's nothing soothing or relaxing about that noise.
It's not supposed to. It's supposed to wake you up.
Oh, then that's not a meditation bell.
Technically, it's a mindfulness.
It's a fucking alarm.
It's a mindfulness bell.
A what?
Mindfulness.
Mindfulness?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When the noise sounds.
Have a good day. What?
When it goes off, it's supposed to remind you to be aware of what you're doing.
Okay. It sounds like an alarm, really. But, so I do this class every Wednesday. It's a DBT class, okay? That's
DBT.
dialectical behavior therapy.
Dialectical?
The key part of dialectical behavior therapy is mindfulness.
Really?
Yes.
I've never heard of dialectical behavior therapy.
It works.
Huh.
It really does. There's 4 sections. There's interpersonal relationships, mindfulness, I can't remember what the other 2 are right now.
Okay.
Emotion regulation, and can't remember what the other one is.
Okay.
But there's 4 components, and we study each of those 4 components. We start with mindfulness, and then the mindfulness is also incorporated into the other 3. So technically it's mindfulness all the way through with another 3. So, yeah. But it's like, it teaches you skills for dealing with stupid shit. Like when your fucking inner critic gets going, shutting that motherfucker down.
I don't have that problem.
Without it affecting your fucking outlook.
That sounds good, though.
Yeah, it's nice because my inner critic is loud as shit.
I've long
Does
since
not like to shut up.
I've trod mine into the mud.
I can't. I can't. I try, and I always fail.
So the modules are mindfulness and emotional regulation, distress tolerance.
Yes, that's the one. Distress tolerance.
No, distress tolerance.
It's basically stretching your window of tolerance, so that you can handle more shit.
The goal is to
because you're
become
learning skills.
capable of calmly recognizing negative situations and their impact rather than becoming overwhelmed or hiding from them. This allows individuals to make wise decisions about whether and how to take action rather than falling into the intense, desperate, and often destructive emotional reactions that are part of the borderline personality disorder.
I don't have that, though.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Maybe we're in denial.
I mean, I guess that might be something they prescribe for people with borderline personality disorder, but I don't have that. Hold on. I'm going to put you on speaker.
Okay.
Because it's easier that way. Okay. Now, I can do things while I'm walking. It doesn't hurt my arm to hold the phone to my head. And that's better. It's loads better. Except for my hand is really cold from holding on to this Gatorade. As soon as I get to the bus stop, I'm going to sit down, crack that bitch open and drink it. Because my lips are dry. And they fucking hurt because it's cold.
But you're in the desert. Oops.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So in the desert, we have these wonderful weather patterns.
Right.
So it was raining today. You know, just like a polite drizzle here and there.
Uh-huh.
You know, nothing major, no floods. And then it stopped raining for a while. And just as I get home, after a period of, 3 hours of it not raining, it starts hailing.
Wow.
Before I get to my fucking apartment, or my friend's apartment, whatever. And I had to hurry up and whip out the umbrella, fucking protect my head and shit. And then the wind's blowing. Wind gusts 45 to 50 miles per hour predicted. I want to say they were pretty accurate with that one because it tried to steal my umbrella.
Wow.
Which is a golf umbrella. So it's big. Yeah. Fairly throwing me around.
Huh.
You're a pretty big girl. I weigh 200 pounds now.
Huh.
Fucking crazy.
Huh.
Easily tossing me around like it was nothing.
Wow.
I was like, shit. I gotta keep my balance.
I think I figured out who your daughter is.
You think you've come to what?
I think I figured out who your daughter is.
How?
I'm very clever.
Okay, who is she?
Well, I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, okay.
That would be...
Because she's not on any of my friends lists.
Right.
Anywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Well...
And her name on Facebook is weird. Like, I don't even know what the fuck that's about. I didn't want to ask.
Huh.
But it was clever because it kept me from finding her for a while.
I get it.
I stalked my mom's Facebook page to find her.
Wow.
That was weird.
That is weird.
Seeing my mom with all her happy posts without me, talking about her one daughter. Like, bitch, you had 2 daughters. Did you forget?
Wow. Weird.
Like, what the actual fuck?
Weird.
Like, on what planet is that okay?
Well.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. Why is it every time I get to the intersection, the fucking crosswalk thing starts counting down?
Every time?
That's weird. It said walk right until I got to the intersection.
Huh.
It starts to count down. And then the bus just pulled away right before I got to the stop. That's cool. I love my life. It is so awesome. Yeah. Looks like this fence tried to fall down.
Are you getting that?
Getting what?
That video.
My phone screen is black right now because I have you on speaker and I haven't touched it in a while.
Right.
So
is that a yes or a no?
No.
Huh.
Yeah.
Weird.
Okay. I'm to the bus stop now. Waddled my fat fucking happy ass over here.
So what do you think about these UFOs?
What?
What do you think about these UFOs?
What do you mean? What UFOs?
They were the weather balloons.
The China weather balloon?
That they were shooting down with missiles.
The China weather balloon?
They look like weather balloons, yeah.
I think that our government is paranoid as fuck and needs to quit doing shit like that. What fucking secrets are they so worried about trying to get?
Which ones?
A fucking balloon. Like, come on.
Well, I don't know. I didn't launch the balloons.
Right.
And I don't know what effect they had on anything, and I don't know why they got shot. Well, I guess I know why they got shot down, but I don't know. I don't know whose they were.
Okay. So, any kind of technology that China has that can hack into our shit,
Yeah.
they already have, and they continuously do. Why the fuck are we worried about a goddamn balloon?
Well, my thought is that something else happened at the same time, and they launched the balloons as cover.
They don't what?
They launched the balloons as cover.
Okay, but they're already in our shit.
Who are?
Every other country that has a hacker,
Uh-huh.
they're already in all of our shit. Like, why would our government think that they have any secrets from anyone?
Because they're arrogant.
Say what?
They're arrogant.
Well, I mean, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, yeah. I mean, I personally know hackers that get into our own government's fucking top secret files.
Right.
Like, what makes you think somebody in some other country is better at doing that?
I don't have an opinion yet.
Yeah. So I think it's pretty fucking narrow-minded of the average American to believe that is what is actually going on.
Is there really an average American anymore?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know.
Yes. I want to say good 90 to 95% of the population is literally walking around with blinders on.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just not aware of fucking anything that's going on anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a good 90 to 95%. I mean, look at all the people that fell for Orange Man bad. Like, come on. Really? Really?
He is bad.
You all get your fucking opinions from the TV now? Like, you can't do your own fucking research? Really?
Well, Orange Man was bad.
Orange Man did a whole fucking hell of a lot better than the one before and the one after. That's all I'm saying.
Well, who was before Orange Man?
Bush?
No.
Obama?
I think that before Orange Man was Donald Trump.
I think they're the same person.
Well,
So-
but one's orange.
That's his fucking fake tan. But
Do
anyway.
you know why?
Yeah. Why?
Scientists discovered that orange was the color most likely to make people distrust someone. So his face was made more orange by the broadcast industry.
Okay.
They added Photoshop type filters to the feed.
Okay.
Every time you see Trump, he's more orange than he needs to be.
100% believe that.
What?
But at the same time, like, why the fuck is Donald Trump the enemy? He did more for this country than 2 or 3 presidents before him and after him.
Well, because the power elite.
Why is he so bad?
Well, the power elite doesn't want the country to thrive. They want us to be slaves.
Thank you. Yes. And that's the part that pisses me the fuck off.
Yeah.
Why are we trying to fucking sink our own country into a fucking shithole?
Well,
Why? What is the fucking end game there?
Well, they're the elites, and they control the country, and they want.
Okay, so they want control of a pile of shit that's worthless?
It's not worthless. There's lots
I
of.
don't believe that.
Well, there's lots of things that are worth plenty of money in there.
Certainly not the population.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm not one of those elitists that wants to control the world. So I don't know what they're.
I don't want to control the world either. I just want to live in a comfortable one.
Okay, well, there are some people who aren't comfortable unless they control the world.
And that's fine. They can go ahead and do that as long as I'm still comfortable.
Well, I guess that is the conflict throughout the ages.
Yeah. So, I mean, I clearly don't have any kind of resources or means to prevent anyone from doing any kind of thing. However,
that's better.
It would make me happy
What?
if motherfuckers would quit fucking shit up and quit, smoking blues, quit fucking, just enhancing poverty, or greatening the gap between the elites and the fucking poor. Like, there's no more middle class. It's fucking stupid.
I've been recording you for half an hour. I was thinking I would just put your message at the beginning of the tape, but now I don't know. It's a whole half hour.
Yeah, it's a long tape.
Well, it's not tape so much as.
Well, yeah, it's a recording, but I mean, it's long now. Like, there's lots of editing involved, I'm sure, because there's traffic.
Probably not. I don't really have to edit.
Okay.
I mean, I could, but
I like that.
I don't want to.
I like that you do it raw.
Well, there's no wrong way to do it. I'm the decider.
I like it raw. I like that you do it raw. You do it naked. Fuck yeah, that's hot.
Yeah.
I'm sort of kidding. I'm halfway kidding. No, I'm not kidding.
I'm not kidding.
Like maybe 10% kidding.
Oh.
But yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, the Gatorade is so cold and it hurts my tooth, but I don't want to stop drinking it. It's terrible. I'm so fucking thirsty.
Uh-huh.
It's terrible.
Have you tried Pedialyte?
Yes, actually. And I have been told that I have to water down the Pedialyte because otherwise it's not effective.
That would be best, I think.
Yeah, but I don't care for water. That's part of my problem. It's part of why I'm dehydrated, because I don't fucking like water.
Well, I think you've lived in a state of overstimulation so long that unless you get a flavor, you're not going to be satisfied.
No. There are types of waters that I will drink. For example, the 9.5 pH water.
Uh-huh.
I'll drink the fuck out of that all day long.
Right.
It actually tastes good. Like, it's
Maybe there's.
I believe the pH is doing something to me. I think that's why it tastes good. Because my mind has convinced my tongue that that has a flavor.
Well, you are pretty salty.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, being an unwitting victim to shit my whole life is like, yeah, that'll make a bitch salty. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness, that thing. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. It's not nice. It's not a nice sound.
Weird.
I don't like it. I don't like it. It's yucky.
Well, I'm sorry it's not to your liking.
It's okay. There's lots of things I don't like in it. One of them being the general population. Unfortunately, I have to deal with that daily. Like, okay, let's just take Joseph, for example.
Joseph.
Joseph is the person who I'm currently seeing. Joseph is one of the sweetest people I've ever met in my entire life. Genuinely cares about people. Genuinely.
Okay.
However, if I'm in the top 10% of intelligent people in the country, we'll say, that means 90% of people that I encounter are fucking retarded. And he's in the lower end of that group.
Do you think he could be faking?
Say what?
Do you think he could be faking?
No. So here's the thing. He's a substitute teacher. He is really smart, but he's also really stupid.
Huh.
Like, he genuinely cares about other people.
Right.
I'm like, why?
Well, one day you'll find out, I'm
I
sure.
want to stop him from doing that because that's one of his awesome qualities. And at the same time, I'm just like, oh, you are so wasting your time on that one.
Yeah.
But he's in it. Like, he's in it to win it. He's fucking gung-ho about everything he does, and that's fucking wonderful.
Huh.
And at the same time, it's irritating as fuck. Because, like,
Well, I can imagine.
people don't deserve his attention or affection or fucking time or resources. Like, and he doesn't see that until they've used him for everything that they're going to get.
Well, then what happens to them?
Then what happens? What?
What happens to them?
They just go away with all their fucking door prizes.
Where do they go?
Huh?
Where do they go?
I don't know. I don't keep tabs on them.
Well, maybe he's being used as bait.
I mean, I wish they would go away faster. That would be nice. Because then he might actually have some resources left before they go away.
Yeah.
But, I mean, yeah. He's just one of those people that, like, people use, and they use up until it's all gone, and then he's got to build it back up again.
Well, then
he's content with that.
How is he still around?
He's content with building it back up again.
Is he?
Yes.
How do you know?
That's why I say he's in the lower percentile, because he tells me.
Oh, well, if he went out of his way to tell you, maybe he was not being sincere.
No, he didn't go out of his way to tell me. We were having a conversation about it.
Huh.
Yeah.
And whose
I
idea?
was like, why do you do this? Like, why do you allow this to happen? Why do you get yourself to this point?
You did the same thing to me.
Start all over again. And he's like, because I like to.
Oh, well,
And I'm like,
that wasn't me.
why?
Why did he like to?
Stop it long before it gets to that point. Why do you continue? He's like, I like it. I'm like, okay. Just know that that's never going to happen from me. Like, it's just not going to happen from me. And he's like, and I appreciate that about you. I'm just like, other people need to be there, too.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you need to surround yourself with more people that aren't just trying to use you up.
Well,
like,
does his phone work?
Yeah, it's a thing. So, yeah. I mean, I love him to pieces. He's a really fucking awesome person. He's just box of hammers.
Oh, so this is what I'm guessing. He tried to do what I do.
I don't know what you do.
Well, I do all kinds of dangerous stuff, but I have shields. And if somebody tried to duplicate, if somebody imagined that I was doing something I wasn't, and they tried to duplicate that experience, they might have messed themselves up.
Okay, so here's an example. He somehow or another knows this girl that's in prison right now.
Oh, yeah.
She has been in prison for 6 years,
Wow.
which tells me, A, she's a lifetime criminal. Okay?
Yeah.
She's in fucking prison, not jail.
Yeah.
She's been in prison for 6 years, which means, she did kind of a significant crime. Or got caught doing a significant crime, whatever.
Did she kill her old lady?
However you want to look at it. I don't know what she did. I don't care. It's none of my business. I haven't asked. All I know is she's getting paroled to his apartment.
Wow.
And when that happens, I need to not be there. So I get to go off on my own, pretty much with nowhere else to go. I mean, I could go to Daddy's, but whatever. Anyway, so I don't have a whole lot of options at this point because I got him. But, so it's not that I don't have options, it's that my brain won't let me do what I've always done. My brain won't let me do that. And so that's more of a me thing than a him thing or a resources thing. It's a me thing. Anyway, point being, I have to leave so that she can come. And she's being released from prison. Like, what the fuck does he think is going to happen? What, she's just going to go out, get a job, and become a productive member of society?
Well, it depends.
No, that's not going to fucking happen.
What if she sheeped it?
He doesn't understand that. He doesn't get that.
Well, I understand that. Well, okay, you're not talking about me. You're talking about the other guy.
Yes.
Okay. Well, he may understand things that he's not telling you.
No, he thinks she's going to get a job and become a productive member of society.
Well, isn't being a ex-con a productive member?
No.
Wow.
No, because habits. That's all I'm saying.
Was Picasso a productive member of society?
So here's the thing. When you have a felony, it makes it really fucking hard to get a job.
Oh, yeah.
First of all.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah.
Second of all, when you're, in the habit of being incarcerated and having your meals brought to you and not having to pay bills and, just hanging out with people all day, guess what you're going to do when you get out of prison?
I don't know. I've never been in that situation.
You're certainly not going to figure out a new lifestyle.
I might not execute it. See, when you describe the circumstance with the pronoun you, it complicates things.
Well, I'm talking about him, not you.
How odd. Then why not make that distinction?
I'm not even talking about him specifically. I'm talking about a person in that scenario.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of room for improvement.
Specific. I don't know who the fuck she is. I've never met her.
Right.
She's been in prison for 6 fucking years. How am I going to meet her?
Seems like you could have visited.
No, I don't know who she is. I've never met her. Why would I go visit her? Shit.
I don't know. College credit?
Visit her? Why the fuck would I?
College credit? I don't know.
I mean, there's that part. But I mean, yeah. So, I have very, 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 very low and realistic expectations of her. So, I mean, I hope that he would consider that in his decision making of letting her stay with him. However, I have to leave so she can come stay.
Oh, weird.
That cop is not going very fast. Why did he turn his lights on like that? Fucking weirdo. Pretty sure he's just late for lunch.
Weird.
Whatever.
Well.
Yeah.
Seems like there's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah, and he needs to get laid. So that's probably a major contributing factor to his decision making there.
Oh, yeah.
Because he thinks he's going to get some.
Ha ha! No way.
She's been in prison for 6 years, probably licking clit. She don't want no dick. And aside from that, he's not in the best of health right now. Or hasn't been really for at least 5 to 10 years. But, yeah. So he's morbidly obese. He has obstructive sleep apnea.
Oh.
I think is what it's called. His soft palate collapses and he can't breathe.
Oh.
And he blames his sinus issues on something else.
Did he do a lot of
other
coke?
than his obstructive sleep apnea, which 100% it is his sleep apnea that's causing his sinus issues, but he won't fucking listen to me about it and just use his goddamn CPAP machine.
Does he insufflate a lot of drugs?
Huh?
Does he insufflate a lot of drugs?
No, he doesn't. Well, he takes... Okay, so he's on 7 different meds on the daily.
Oh, my God. 7.
And 3 of them he takes twice a day.
Well, does he chop them up and snort them?
No. No, the only reason that he has sinus problems is because of the way he breathes when he sleeps.
Right, but what
Or
causes
I should
that?
say the way he tries to breathe when he sleeps.
Yeah, well, what causes
He's
that?
a mouth breather on his back. So
Well,
there's not a whole lot of breathing going on.
there could be a lot of reasons why that happens.
Well, he just... Okay, so I told him, I can't even tell you how many times, to just get a mask that actually fits his fucking face, first of all, and have his CPAP machine adjusted so that he sleeps for more than 4 hours at a time.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
It does.
Well,
it really does. I know...
How many times did you try CPAP?
4 people that I have talked to that use a CPAP machine that have told me once you get the mask that fits your face right and you adjust your CPAP to where it's a consistent thing while you're sleeping, it works great.
Well,
you get to sleep every night. You get enough sleep every night. And because you're getting enough sleep every night and because you're getting enough oxygen and your brain starts repairing itself, your life changes in so many fucking ways that are really teeny tiny minuscule ways, but it's like a lattice or like a domino or like whatever. I don't want to say domino because that indicates negative, but it's all positive. Like everything that happens, you start losing weight, you start feeling good, you start not being depressed. You want to eat right, like you actually, go to bed at a regular time every day, and you get up at a regular time.
Why is that?
That sounds amazing.
That sounds like a nightmare.
No, it's not. It's fucking wonderful for somebody who tries to live that exact lifestyle but isn't able to because they're not fucking breathing all night. Yeah. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
My experience was different.
So that is really, really frustrating. And that is what puts him down in the low of the 90%.
Well,
that's what makes him a box of hammers.
He probably is on the wrong drugs.
Yeah, there's that too.
Yeah. And if he's abusing something else at the same time, he's taking 7 scripts. Well, 7 scripts, though.
He's taking his meds as he's supposed to, but he's taking like 3 different ones for his diabetes that he allegedly doesn't even have. And then he's taking, what is it, gabapentin, I think?
Oh, God, that's...
Something stupid. Yeah. He shouldn't be taking that at all. But whatever, I'm not a fucking doctor.
It sounds like they're making money off of it.
Does my opinion matter? Yeah. So he's like taking all this shit that he doesn't need to be, for one.
Right.
And the shit that he is taking isn't working right.
Right.
So he shouldn't be taking that either. So, like, I'm not a doctor, though, so I can't really, talk to his doctor and be like, hey, why don't we evaluate his fucking situation? Maybe take him off of meds for a little while. See if his situation is still the same as it was when they were prescribed.
Is he owned by somebody who wants him to be incapacitated?
Well, he goes to the VA.
Oh.
It's all the VA, really.
Oh, so yeah, he's a...
The VA is why he's getting those fucked up drugs that he doesn't need.
Well, they want to keep him. They want to keep him down. They don't want.
It's all the VA.
They don't want a fully operational veteran running around.
No, they don't. No, they don't. Because then he might remember some shit, or he might get his wits about him and fucking, I don't know, start a revolution or some shit. Fucking, I don't know.
Maybe.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, that's easier to do than you might think.
Well, I mean, coming from the state that has the most militia groups in the United States, it's kind of difficult.
Well, during the Revolutionary War, I think only 1/2% of the population participated, and we still won.
1/2 of what?
1%.
1/2 of 1% what?
Participated in the Revolutionary War.
Okay.
I think. I'm not sure on that.
It probably sounds right.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't take much. However, the bit that you get that it does take needs to organize, needs to work together, needs to communicate.
I wouldn't know. I'm not part of
that. Be
that.
able to follow orders. There needs to be a leader, and there needs to be followers. They can't have all leaders and no followers, because that's not going to work. Can't have all followers and no leaders.
I'm not interested in having a revolution.
So, yeah, in order to have a revolution, you got to have all these things fucking click into place just right. It's really hard.
Well, if you have all those things, though, it's easy.
Yeah, if you have all those things, but the likelihood of that happening is pretty fucking small.
It's 100%.
Oh, trust me. I have tried, I cannot fucking tell you how many different ways how many different groups of people to fucking overthrow the government. Nobody will pull their fucking head in their ass.
I have no interest.
Long enough to fucking listen to it.
I have no interest in overthrowing the government.
I do.
Do you really? Well, good for you, FBI.
Yeah. So, here's the thing. I am sick and fucking goddamn tired of the way our government is run. Like, get the people out of the Senate, out of the House, out of the fucking, you know what I mean? Get all them fucking old-ass motherfuckers that have been in there for fucking 50 years.
Right.
Get them bitch asses the fuck out.
Well, easier said than done.
That's what I'm saying. We need to overthrow the fucking government. So
No, we don't. Well, okay. Just I got to distance myself from this conversation. I'm not going to be. I'm not going to be participating in your revolution. I think that the change that's coming from within.
And you're fine. I'm not going to be mad at you about it. It's fine.
Well, I'm neutral.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to.
I like that about you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I like that you're a revolutionary that talks about it on the phone.
Yeah, I know. I'm so smart.
You are.
Yeah.
See, you can do that. And then, I mean, essentially, I think we agree, but the use of terms is a little different.
Like I said, I'm in the state that has the most militia groups out of any other state in the United States.
I thought that was Montana.
I mean, that having been said, there's a certain amount of shit that I have zero fucks about.
I thought that was Montana.
No. Oh. There's not as many people in Montana as there is in Arizona.
That's true.
Yeah, there's way the fuck less people in Montana.
Well, I'm not aware of the militia group structure these days.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay. I will admit that my statistics are coming from a place of about, 25, 30 years ago. I don't know if that's still the same, because that was the last time I actually bothered to look into statistics of that nature.
Right.
However, I'm pretty sure it hasn't changed.
I'm pretty sure it has.
I don't think so.
It hasn't changed in 30 years.
There's not as many skinhead groups out and about in Arizona anymore. But I know that there are still skinhead groups in Arizona.
I think they've all gone underground.
Yeah. And just because they're underground doesn't mean they're not here anymore. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure the statistics are still the same. They may not be out and about and putting flyers on people's fucking shit, but they're still there. Where the fuck is this goddamn bus? Wow, I've been here for the longest time. I'm starting to get annoyed.
I thought you had been on the bus.
No! Remember I told you the bus drove away?
Yes, but
right before I got there?
Oh, I wasn't properly apologizing.
Bus runs like the bus is supposed to run every 30 minutes. But I'm pretty sure I've been standing here for 30 minutes. How long have we been recording?
Oh, let's take a look. It's been a while. Let's see. 53 minutes and 46 seconds.
Yeah, 53 minutes. So the bus should have come by now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you told me it was 30 minutes ago. 23 minutes ago.
Right.
So, yeah. Or you told me it was 30 minutes, 23 minutes, whatever. You know what I'm saying. Yeah, so 23 minutes ago. It had been.
So what do you get high on?
Drugs.
What's your ROI?
So my favorite drug is freebasing cocaine.
Really?
That is number one. That has always been number one. It will always be number one.
I never discussed that with you. Ever.
Okay, so here's why.
Okay.
I need to have enough cocaine to make it worth my fucking adventure.
Oh.
So I pretty much need an 8-ball.
Oh.
So getting an 8-ball for free, not so easy. So it doesn't happen very often.
Right.
But I do get 8 balls for free, believe that. At least once, maybe twice a year.
Wow. I never knew about this.
I'm in a fire department. Anyway, fucking.
I like it.
I actually have some cocaine, not on me, but I have some cocaine right now.
Really?
And I have some baking soda. I fucking magically found a box of baking soda underneath a covered parking space. It wasn't even wet from the rain.
Wow.
Okay?
Tell
me that wasn't meant to be.
That's Providence.
Anyway, I found it. I got the cocaine this morning. I found the baking soda this evening. Tell me that wasn't meant to be. But I don't have a straight pipe and I don't have any Brillo. So even if I did cook it, I couldn't smoke it. So anyway.
I don't know how that works.
It's fine. You don't have to.
That's right.
So that is my number one favorite drug.
Wow. When did why do
I
you
only do it like once or twice a year because anything more than that is fucking stupid. You're going to build up your tolerance. You're going to fuck up your heart.
Agreed.
Don't do that.
Why didn't we ever discuss this before?
Hold on.
Okay.
It is 12:20.
Yes.
You're welcome. So, okay, so that is my favorite drug. My number 2 favorite drug is DMT.
Wow.
That's
Dimethyltryptamine.
Whatever. Either way.
It's meth.
It's hallucinogen, and it lasts for like 10 minutes, and pretty much everybody who's done it goes to the same fucking place. They see the same fucking thing across the board.
Yeah.
People that have never met each other, never heard a story about it, never talked to each other, they all see the same fucking shit.
Huh.
There's got to be something to that. You know what I mean?
Could be.
So that's number 2.
Huh. I had no idea.
And I'm just 2 because I do it. Because it's an easy, convenient mood statement.
DMT. A mood stabilizer.
It's possibly getting the same effect from like Adderall
Wow.
or like what was that guy trying to Abilify and Trazodone. But like I'm not trying to do all that. That's a lot. That's a lot of sleeping that I don't feel is necessary.
Right.
So yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm amazed.
So the meth is convenient, it's easy, it's familiar. So that.
Weird.
So you now know number 1, number 2, and number 3. And after that comes mushrooms, acid.
What about weed?
What about weed?
Well, isn't that on your list?
It's not as important as it used to be.
Well.
I think because the dispensaries are growing such high quality weed that I can't even fuck with it anymore. Like, give me some Mexican dirt weed mixed with oregano and I'm having a good old time. This fucking hybrid shit? Like, no, fuck you. No.
Well, maybe it's because you're a covert military asset and the weed turns off all the control codes.
I don't know. Whatever.
Well, it could be.
But I mean, like, I try not to ponder those things too much because it's like hypothetical.
All right, well, fair. Yeah.
In my head, it's hypothetical. So.
I can see why you wouldn't want to get into that conversation when you weren't around me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, okay, so there's a song by Little Dicky. It's called Pillow Talking.
Oh, yeah?
And in that song, he's talking to a girl that he met on, like, Tinder or some shit. Anyway, fucking, they're talking about fucking, aliens. And they go from aliens to dinosaurs. And fucking, he's like, well, girl, what you think? And she's like, I don't concern myself with hypotheticals I couldn't be. And he's like, girl, what you mean? And she's like, I don't believe. And he's all, in the what? And she's all, in aliens. It's fucking funny. I love that song. Anyway, you might like it.
Well, send it to me.
It's called Pillow Talking by Little Dicky.
Okay. I'm going to look that up, actually.
Okay.
And I'm going to get off the phone now.
It's like a kind of long song, but it's got a whole story to it.
Yeah.
And basically, I mean, at the end of it all, it points out how fucking stupid and inconsistent women are, but it does so in a funny way.
Okay.
And the conversation that they have is hilarious. So, there's that.
Are you staying up all night doing your coke?
No, not tonight. I don't have a straight appointment.
Oh, right.
I'm waiting for this goddamn bus so I can get back to the apartment. Like, fuck, my hand is cold.
Well, I hope you're not stranded.
No, the bus runs until like, I don't know, 1, 2 in the morning.
Okay.
But, I just take this sweet ass fucking time about getting here.
Well.
Nobody picks up fucking girls anymore.
Good things come to those who wait.
What the fuck happened? What happened to society? I remember once upon a time, I couldn't even sit at a bus stop for 5 fucking minutes without somebody asking me if I wanted to ride.
Right.
Now, I gotta sit at a fucking bus stop for a fucking hour and a half waiting for a goddamn bus to fucking come.
That's ridiculous.
And I have to call my friend to come and get me from all the way across town because there's no more buses.
Oh, my God.
Actually, yeah, that happened. I was waiting for the fucking Camelback bus. There was 3 buses that were supposed to come, and not a single fucking one of them did. I was like, and that's a fucking shit.
Wow.
I need to be rescued. So my friend comes all the way across town to get me. I
Okay.
was like, I'm sorry, dude. I wish I had some money to give you for gas or something. But all I have is this bus pass that I can't even use because the bus is not coming.
I'm going to get off the phone.
Okay.
I'll call you later.
Do that. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Love you lots.
All right, bye.
Bye. Bye. Hang up. Okay, that's my friend. I didn't realize I was going to talk to her for an hour and 10 minutes, but sometimes time slips away from us.
Shall we? What?
Take 4. So, one of the things I'm not real fond of is when people tell me that I need to do something, and then they think it's perfectly all right to not help me do that. Like this one guy said something about find a new place to live. Why don't you find a new place to live? Well, I actually was working on that earlier, like months ago. And then when I started calling people, nobody called me back. Like nobody. Not the realtor, not the friends that I was thinking about talking to, not the people in other states that I can't talk to about such matters realistically, because the court has indicated that I need to stay in Washington State because it's an emergency. All right. I'm not real fond of that. You don't want me living here? Fine. I don't want to be living here either. It's a goddamn farmhouse on 4 acres. It's not meant for one person to sit here by himself, surrounded by neighbors, right? Oh yeah, it's totally organic, right? Sure. Just because you're all terrified about whatever kind of fucking liability issues you got going on, I don't know. I don't understand such things. I don't care about such things. It's not my concern what your fucking liability is. Like, I don't know. Is it your pension? Is it your prison? I don't fucking know. Okay. However, I do know that I'm not getting phone calls back from the entire freaking world, which seems inconvenient. For one thing, I pay a bunch of money to get these phones and to get them to have service. And in addition to downloading data, I've also uploaded the occasional piece of data. It seems like the engagement on this is zero. Okay. Other than I got douchebags on ASGAB being openly insulting in ways that I just don't think are appropriate. Am I going to sue them? I don't know. That's not important right now. What's crucial to me is that I'd like to get something done in life. And if every phone call that comes in is going to get interdicted, and if every call going out gets spoofed and sent to somebody else who isn't even the person I'm talking to, and this happens for dozens of years, I think 24 is 2 dozen, right? Okay, so that's technically dozens. I might be hamming it up a little bit. But this has all made it impossible to live a normal life. And this may surprise some of you, but it pretty much insulates me from criticism. Because generally, most of the shit that I've heard about me being lame, I tend to agree. Yeah, that's pretty lame. I should go out and get exercise. Yeah, that would be great. Note that the last time I went out to get some exercise, I was threatened with being kneecapped by a crazed woman saying she's going to get her gun. So yeah, I should go out and get some exercise, shouldn't I?
But let's see, what else? What's this spy about? Okay, an air sign here. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Okay. Your guardians think it's not a good look here. Your guardian could be a pet. but somebody did a love spell. Oh my gosh, here we go again with this. And then it says commitment. So somebody could be trying to force you into something. That come back to me spell that I said in the last, oh my God.
I've noticed that. Somebody's trying to force me into something. There's this woman who I've known for a few years. She's mysteriously the only person who the phone works with on a certain schedule. Sometimes I'll call and the voicemail will say that it's full and I can't leave a message. Other times I'll be able to leave a message. I used to leave messages more often, not anymore. And mysteriously, nobody else. Is it mysterious? It's not mysterious. It's a big pain in the ass. And I'm sure that everybody would love it if I were ensconced with this woman somewhere when Grapefruit Alpha Prime shows up and says, "Hi, what are you doing?" Well, here's what I've been doing. Dealing with your goddamn friends who cast love spells and and you didn't tell me for years.
Gosh, this is so annoying that it does this. But okay, energy flows, right? But make sure you have patience here.
They have patience.
So let's see. Let's see what this is. We got the 5 of Swords. Okay. Somebody could have been very much abusive, verbally abusive. Okay?
Maybe. Yeah. Somebody could have been abusive.
Lost the battle here, period. Got the Death card on the bottom. You could be transforming in some way. What is the Spy card? The 2 of Cups in reverse.
2020.
Gemini is out of there if they are spying here.
2020.
Okay.
Summer of 2020.
Here. But the 2 of Cups energy is no longer being in a partnership. Okay?
I want to know what you gals were doing.
Here go the Emperor card. Empress card.
Yeah.
It's the Emperor for a reason. So Aries or something like that. But the 2 of Cups reversed is somebody.
I want to know what the fuck happened. I want to know what you were all doing with each other for apparently years. I want to know. And if that's not something that I'm going to get to find out, there's ways to inform a person of that don't involve persecuting him with bullshit charges and surrounding him with neighbors who think they'd just as soon run over me as fucking say, "Hello, how do you do?" Why are there 2... Oh God, I can't even... I'm beside myself.
Who's not willing to have a partnership with somebody because they know they're sneaky here?
Yeah.
Something like that. Okay, what is this situation?
It's 6 crazed females.
2 of Swords here. Making a decision, making a wise choice here. Uh-huh. Okay, do you want to be burdened? Or do you want to be single and luxurious by yourself? Okay, those are your 2 options here.
Well, burden them.
You want to win or lose, baby. Period. Or be in a third party, okay? Because they think you're going to come back.
What? All 6 of them? What's the current roster?
All right, we got the 7 of Cups here. Okay, so this person had hella options, right?
Huh. Hella.
And they want people to...
They had hella options.
Fight. Fuck. They want people to fight with the 5 of Wands. They want people to fight over them, maybe?
Okay, well, I called somebody's mother.
No. And so your spirit guides is over here trying to give you the scoop, give you the tea here.
I'm not going to tell you where that person is. Well, she didn't say that person, but she was all freaking out about something. Now, considering she got roped into some stupid fucking bullshit in 2020, obviously, I don't know what, but it seems that there's some sort of overlap there. It seems like counting on me as the closer for the situation, it's not going to work too well, considering I'm not an idiot and I'm not real happy and I don't have running water at the house and like nobody is going to call me back. Now, that seems odd that nobody's going to call me back. Like not one single person. Hi, I don't have any water, and it's silence. That's a bit much, really. You don't think? I think it's a bit heavy-handed. It's a little too far over the line into what's the word I'm looking for? Hate crime. Hate crime.
Let you know what's up, what's going down, okay?
Yeah, let me know what's up, what's going down.
Okay,
yeah.
Even though They think a love spell will make you love them and what.
No.
You're on to your own new cup.
No fucking wonder I invented goddamn psychokinetic shielding. Gee, I wonder why would a person do such a thing? Why would a person spend their time developing something called psychokinetic shielding? Maybe they're tired of being surrounded by psychos? I don't know, maybe.
Here. You see the Ace of Cups has many of cups. So it went from the 5 of Cups to the 7 of Cups, and you keep getting bigger and bigger here. Went from the 3, the 5 to the 7.
Ugh. Jesus wept.
Look, 8 of Pentacles at the bottom.
Oh God.
They tried to work hard on this situation though.
Have they considered being nice?
Justice will be served here.
Yeah, justice.
And is that the 4? Just hold on, okay? Your happiness will be coming. The Ace of Swords is here. While this person in 7 of Swords energy.
This person.
With a sneaky ass. Just be patient here.
Suddenly, everybody wants to embrace monogamy. It's amazing. After running around doing whatever you wanted for decades,
it's nothing but
suddenly, it's time to be monogamous again. Let's find this guy.
And also Pentacles and a little bit of water here.
Whatever.
All right, let's move this
fucking nonsense. And I'm supposed to just fall over myself and just be delighted.
Okay, let's
sure.
Get their last words. This love message. Let's see what's going on.
That's obviously how it works. Yeah.
It wasn't really that much loving, was it?
No, it really wasn't.
Okay, Spirit is telling you to be more selfish. Okay, here go that Ace of Pentacles.
I've got to be more selfish.
I almost said be more patient. Maybe I needed to say that, but the Ace of Pentacles is here. That money, that flow, because you already know. Okay, somebody could be from New Orleans here. Hey, how you doing?
New Orleans? I don't know.
Okay, it says you are very special.
Yeah.
Could be 21. Okay, all these cards just fell out. It says love is in the air. Is the answer here? It says I need time for me, so it's okay to be selfish.
I need to take a bath. Okay.
Okay.
Now there's a variety of ways I can do this.
I would do anything for you, and it also says this love scares me. It says you have so many choices and options.
It's true. I do.
Somebody might be scared that you might not choose them. It says I am obsessed with your body. And it says I lie awake thinking about our future.
Who does that? In reality, come on.
It was reverse. It says they are waiting for you.
They're waiting.
You might not be.
They're waiting for me.
No longer waiting for this person. It says, what do you want? Yeah, you don't want that.
I want a bath.
Okay. It says strength here. Leo energy. Yeah, definitely. You could be seeing 888. And they got that clarity card. It says, I just want you all the time. I just dream and wish for everything. Okay, well... It says, I meant what I said, though.
Okay, so everybody who thinks they know what they're doing is wrong. Okay, none of you are aware of what the deal is.
You may be feeling like, why do you need this person here?
Which person?
And it says, let me have you.
What?
It also says, I'm coming trust here. All right, you guys.
I am coming trust. So that's funny.
Peace, love, and light.
I have a trust.
I'll be back with another video.
Okay, you do that later. Okay, there's been way too many people stirring the soup with their feet on this issue. The issue being me. Okay, I don't know. Did you all think that this is like you get to use me as like the gift that you're all running for, or I'm the prize at the end of the fucking box canyon, or something? Like, I don't know what any of you are fucking thinking, but you're not talking to the right person or people. Nobody has gotten through. I got this one person who keeps claiming that they can't get through, and it's just too much trouble. Okay, well, they're fucking wrong about that because it's not too much trouble, and it's fucking worth it. Let's see. Let's try and call them again. Yeah, and then simultaneous to that, there's somebody else sending me messages like, do you want to come over? And then when I don't immediately, like, I don't know what, then they text back and say, never mind. Well, this doesn't sound like something that was actually going to really happen anyway. I think it's more one of those incidences where somebody's trying to triangulate something and they want to create a false narrative that consists of real, legitimate communication that will pass muster on certain levels. I don't think this is passing muster, frankly. The fuck? 941-417-3847 and 3748. Okay, so those numbers look pretty similar. 3847 and 3748. These happened today at 11:36 and 12:54. That doesn't seem reasonable. It doesn't seem like it would be appropriate. Okay, so let's see if it's a person who says that I have too many numbers. Let's see what they come up with. Washington, D.C., really? Okay, so it's ringing. God. Ugh. Whatever. Well, they're not on the phone. Why does it say Washington, D.C.? So it seems like... Hello, you have reached me. So that's a person's voicemail. I don't know if you can hear it. I don't want you to hear that.
The issue is, and we'll be sure to return your call shortly. Thank you, and do have a nice day.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, I don't really have that many phone numbers compared to, say, the switchboard at the White House in Washington, D.C. For some reason, I've called you from my forwarded number, or rather my Google Voice number, 530-350-5058. And some reason, it's passing through your call to go through Washington, D.C., it says. That doesn't seem normal. And then it sounds very pale and washed out and faded. And then it doesn't seem to be the same kind of thing going on. Now, I suspect this might have something to do with a triangulation issue, or I don't know what. But, you haven't been really all that helpful. But at least you have been continuing to call. And then somebody else has been trying to call as well, but not doing any better of a job than you. And then why do you think it is that all of my communications are shut down except for two people on opposite sides of the country who just so happen to be past lives of each other? I don't think that's a coincidence, and I don't think it's cool. And it's made it very difficult to get things done. Do either of you know over there? There's no water here now. Before it was poisoned. Now there's no water. Now this isn't really that big a deal since I'm not under house arrest. But imagine if I were, yeah. Or imagine if I wasn't able to walk outside and not be shot. Imagine just how chilling that would be. And then I didn't call you so you could tell me how hard it was to call me back. I called you because I had questions. Did you want to answer them? Bueller?
If you're satisfied with the message, press 1. To listen to your message, press 2.
Let's make sure.
To erase and message review.
Hi. I don't really have that many phone numbers compared to, say, the switchboard at the White House in Washington, D.C. For some reason, I called you from my forwarded number, or rather my Google Voice number, 530-350-5058. And for some reason, it's passing through your call to go through Washington, D.C., it says. That doesn't seem normal. And then it sounds very pale and washed out and faded. And then it doesn't seem to be the same kind of thing going on. Now, I suspect this might have something to do with a triangulation issue, or I don't know what. But, you haven't been really all that helpful. But at least you have been continuing to call. And then somebody else has been trying to call as well, but not doing any better of a job than you. And then, why do you think it is that all of my communications are shut down except for two people on opposite sides of the country who just so happen to be past lives of each other? I don't think that's a coincidence. I don't think it's cool. And it's made it very difficult to get things done. Do either of you know
over there. There's no water here. Now, before it was poisoned, now there's no water. Now, this isn't really that big a deal since I'm not under house arrest, but imagine if I were. Yeah. Or imagine if I wasn't able to walk outside and not be shot. Imagine just how chilling that would be. And then I didn't call you so you can tell me how hard it was going back. I called you because I had questions. Did you want to answer them? Bueller?
If you're satisfied with the message, press 1. To listen to your message, press 2. To erase and re-record, press 3. To continue recording where you left off, press 4. At the tone, please continue recording. At the end of your message, press 1.
Bueller, Beekler, Barnum and Bailey, Ringling Brothers Circus. What the F?
If you're satisfied with the message, press 1.
I'm satisfied.
To send your message with normal delivery, press 1. To send your message with urgent delivery, press 2. Thank you. Your message has been sent.
Okay, so that's out of the way. What else might be going on that would preclude the ability of myself to call people and say, hey, I need to confirm something with you? Seems like a great deal of cones of silence have been manufactured somehow. Maybe they've got those 3D printers now. That's an amazing thing they can do. I remember this one time when a whole bunch of 3D printing components were shipped to my house after being bought on Amazon, along with a whole bunch of other things that were all addressed to a person who pretty much vanished that day and was blanked. I guess they went back to Central Command for rebooting or some shit, because later on that day after they came back, right, there was obviously something going on that I wasn't privy to. They came and got their stuff, which I thought was odd. This was a while ago. This has been going on for years, and now I'm here at this place with no water. Now, there's a number of ways I can handle the situation, and I'd like to verify how I'm going to do that rather than be shoehorned into one particular course of action or another. Like maybe I don't want to move out. I don't know. Maybe I want to call the right phone number and have all these people arrested around me. I think that's unlikely. I've never really wanted to arrest people or have people arrested or be the guy who calls a fucking phone number and then suddenly the fucking troopers come in and swoop everybody off their feet. But considering the treatment I've been getting from these neighbors, the idea does have its charms, right? But rather, I'd rather have a level head and a cool disposition when I make these kind of decisions. I don't think that it's appropriate to drive me forward into the brush and cause me to make these decisions in a state of panic or disarray. And I'm not panicked at all. I'm kind of chapped out. I'm kind of irritated. I'm kind of annoyed. Not too much, just a little bit, which must be just a pale shadow of how annoyed other people must be, given that I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not getting any messages about what I'm supposed to be doing. Communications aren't coming back in with any sort of information with them. It's not as though all my friends are stupid. So there's clearly some sort of overarching thing going on. So let's see what the tarot has. Let's see what's going on YouTube, because that's fun for me. We've got, quite frankly, that guy. Well, I'm not going to listen to him. And my vote for the best YouTube channel title ever, 90 Days on Blast. That's the best I've ever seen. Stalking you, getting advice, and wondering will you all be able to fix this if they reach out first. Stalking me, stalking you. Who does the stalking? Well, somebody. Oh, here's Swishy. Oh, Swishy is scheduled for 2 hours from now. No, excuse me. September 6th. Should I be notified? I don't really care about Swishy at the moment. Thanks to Kathy Holchol, New York is a magnet for sex workers. I don't know what's going on in New York, but I keep on getting people who want to be my friend who are in New York. I don't know what kind of a friend is going to be helpful to me if they're in New York. I mean, considering I'm in Washington State, I think it's some sort of a scam, right? What's next? I could keep on reading these. I'm gonna. Wow, these are all new people. Usually, it's much more amusing. This I didn't actually anticipate this. Wow, there's a number of ways that the tarot people put up their videos on YouTube, and they have changed recently because, for one thing, I changed a whole bunch of subscriptions that I had before. I got rid of a whole bunch and then I added some more, which happens from time to time. People won't always just continually read tarot forever and ever and ever unless they're in hell. And on YouTube, although it's close to hell, it's not quite there. 3 suitcases found with remains in them. Betty gives information on the case. Okay, that doesn't sound like tarot, and that's probably because it's not. I have these tarot people mixed in with these drama people, which is fun for me. Gemini, this will shock you. Someone's obsessed here and will call. Important love message. Okay, I'm not going to call anybody, but I'm not a Gemini. Major T, drama lies, job offer, setup, cured sickness, mentally disturbed, bribery, and more. Okay, this woman, I don't know what her deal is, but she's very serious. I'm not going to play her. Here's Savage Live Media. This is the guy that Art Bell was going to sue that one time. Remember when he was flipping out and he said all of a sudden, "I'm going to blah 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 blah. I'm going to sue Michael Savage, blah." And then a couple of days later, that went away. Remember that? Okay, this guy, he's scheduled for a stream in 2 days at 5 p.m. So one day and 23 hours and 45 minutes. That guy's still doing a thing. I don't know. Taurus, you made a name for yourself. Well, that's great. I didn't really want that. Wow, this is unusual. Jason Collins' channel really does suck. Here's proof. Well, let's play that. I want to know what that one's all about. Let's all take a look at how unsuccessful Jason Collins' channel is. Is it all that unsuccessful? I mean, we all know what it is. We all know that it exists. He drinks a lot of water, I noticed. Somebody here is circling the number of views that the channel gets. 52 views, 73 views, 12,000 subs, but yeah, 73 views. Somebody pointing this out is not probably aware of what's actually going on. For one thing, all those numbers are managed. All those numbers are massaged. They're all made up completely out of whole cloth. The people who control YouTube and such, they can just phone it in. They could say, "Hey, get that whore, Susan Wojcicki, on the phone. Tell her that I want this number to read this and that number to read that." Okay, yeah, click. That can happen. Because the entire thing's on the internet, and the internet's owned by the military, and the military makes the rules. So if it's martial law, then they can just commandeer it and then do whatever they want. Not that I necessarily think that's happening today. Certainly not with the case of Jason Collins, since that's, that'd be paranoid to imagine that that's just completely made up like that. I did notice that it's interesting that this isn't really proof that the channel really does suck. I mean, it could be that this person who has 121 subscribers, which is 11 squared, and 16 views 3 hours ago, and 0 comments. That's what really gets me. 0 comments. Like, people can't just make comments anymore? Is it verboten? I don't get shit for comments. Probably because I set it up so that all the comments have to be approved, and then the people who like to manipulate and exploit the common system for their own purposes probably are pretty much known by now. I'm not sure who those people are, but they're spectacularly annoying. Whatever. Okay, I'll click notify on that one, and then I'll scroll down here, and I'll go click on this one, and then I'll find out what somebody's trying to communicate to me. Because in addition to whatever the fuck else they do, these people put up their videos, and they do it in a way to they do things with them. I'm just gonna say that they just do things. Kind of hard to say exactly what they do, but they do them.
Okay, hey Taurus, so this is going to be a general reading. Okay, Spirit, what messages do you have here for Taurus?
General.
So we have attraction.
General, like Brigadier General.
Wow, we have let go of control issues. And we have trust.
Trust.
I'm getting like somebody used to be attracted to another person, but like not anymore.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting. But this could also be like something in regards to like control issues. Like maybe somebody felt like they couldn't control you, or somebody likes to be in control. Somebody is controlling. Like somebody that was controlling was attracted to you, but this person like didn't trust the process or something like that. Yeah.
So it used to be that people thought that I was easy to push around, easy to handle, easy to mislead, could be satisfied with very little sex or something. That's obviously not the case. I don't know why they thought that. More to the point, I don't know why people get into a relationship thinking that they're going to use it as cover or to accomplish some sort of triangulation end. Ugh, it's just fucking vomitous. So right now, I wouldn't expect anybody to be attracted to me right now. I am fucking full-on Superfly TNT fucking stampede mode. Okay? I'm not real excited about that. And I don't know what people thought before, but it's probably going to be necessary to dial some plans back.
Yeah, unrequited love. Somebody felt like they couldn't control you. That's what I'm getting here. Like,
nobody controls me. I direct my life. I'm a charging bull. I don't even control that. Once the bull starts running, just get out of the way. Cling to the horns and wait. Okay. So now that everything is all, I'm gonna say catastrophic. Now is not the good time to say, oh well, this guy I can't control this person. Well, if anybody who wants to control their partner wants to have a relationship, get the fuck away from me.
Somebody had control issues. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Somebody also was like, whoever this individual is, this person will like if you spoke your mind or you spoke up for yourself, this person would like get angry or something like that. What's going on here?
Who's this person?
For some, this used to be somebody that you were in a relationship with, or maybe like you were attracted to this person, or you were interested in this person.
I never thought of dealing with people on this level, but now that I have, it seems like a real obvious thing to do. If a person's looking to control me, then I don't want to have a relationship with them. Okay? And if a person thinks that I'm fascinated by having a relationship with an undercover cop, they're wrong. I don't want that at all. Apparently, they're just the only ones left.
Switch decks. What's going on here? Yeah, what's going on here? Maybe you decided to go your own separate way. You decided to go your own separate way or do your own thing. That's what I'm getting. I'm also getting somebody, I got this energy in a reading that I did on my other channel. Somebody was like listening to their family about another person here.
Listening to their family about me. One of the things I can't stand the most is when somebody is going to listen to them and not even talk to me at all, as if I'm a piece of meat that they're bargaining over at the goddamn slave auction. Okay? This not going to work out. For one thing, I'm not a very good slave. For another, I'm on to you at this point. I know there's some sort of thing going on that in the past, given that I was unaware of it, made certain people able to plan certain things without me being aware. Well, obviously that's blown the fuck up.
Here and ended up leaving. Wow. Somebody was listening to their family in regards to you. Maybe somebody was attracted to you, but somebody like ran this person away from you or something like that. Possibly a mother here.
Wow.
It's like a mother figure.
Now, I wonder how many mothers there are that I can list off the names of right now that would embarrass the shit out of everybody. I'm probably not going to do that, but if you've been asking your mother about me, don't.
But I'm also getting like, this person felt like they couldn't control you. Like, somebody felt like they couldn't control you. What's going on?
Have they
here?
asked? By the way, the reason why nobody's controlling me is because nobody's asked. It's quite simple. To get my attention, one must ask. And then I must agree to these kind of things. Trying to fool me or mislead me into some sort of collar type situation, that doesn't work. I have to be negotiated with because I'm a man. I'm not a robot. I'm not your property. I'm not your chattel. Does this have to be explained? Does this have to be explained to everybody or just to shrill, anxious, fucked off lesbians?
Yep. Yeah. I'm getting, wow. This person could be like trying to play the victim. This could be somebody that like straight up left you out in the cold because they felt like they couldn't control you or
Okay, I have been left out in the cold. It is pretty chilly this year. I have been left by basically everybody on the phone. Some people are trying to call, but those calls seem to be blocked and replaced with spam calls. This is something that happens when a person goes into collections. And then I'd love to get out of collections. I wonder how I'm going to do that. Gosh, if only there was some way that I could do that that doesn't involve getting robbed. Yeah. So there's going to be some sort of a readjustment that's going to happen as a result of all this.
maybe somebody like intentionally left you out in the cold because they thought you were going to go like running up behind them, chasing them or something like that, and like you didn't.
Chasing who? Okay, if anybody wants to be chased, put down your name and not your address, but some sort of designation mark, something, right? And then email it to me in a way that doesn't look like something that's completely indecipherable. I've got so much fucking email that I can't even read. I've got dudes in fucking Taiwan making fun of me. That says Jack, and then it laughs, and then there's these characters in simplified Chinese, whatever that chicken scratch is, those hieroglyphics they use. Not that I don't mean to denigrate their culture, but still, I've got spam from China where they're giggling about something. I mean, I wonder what that is. I have no idea.
And now somebody is like upset, but like playing the victim or something like that here.
Okay, yeah, she's the victim, right?
Yep. Wow. What's going on here?
Oh, wait, what is that?
Yeah. Oh, wow. And I'm getting like you have your own, or like you're building a business, or you're building
a business. I'd love to. Little difficult, really. Little complicated with these additional challenges. It's almost as though I've been sabotaged. Some sort of corporate espionage. Imagine that.
Something here, and somebody is like, somebody left you out in the cold because their mother told them to leave you out in the cold. That's what I'm getting here.
What the fuck, bitch?
And this person may try to come back around when you level up.
Tell me which mother it is, or I'll sue them all.
Somebody's mother told them not to deal with you, or some type of drama going on here. Maybe you
I can
know
literally
about
sue
this.
all the mothers.
Yeah, you already know about this. That is why somebody didn't take a leap of faith with you.
It's a tempting idea.
That's what I'm getting here. Didn't reach out to you, and this person is going to be in regret and watching you. I'm telling you, like this person is watching you because somebody left you out in the cold because like they thought, wow, somebody thought you were broke or something like that here, or somebody thought that like you weren't going to be successful in regards to something that you're building or something that you're creating here.
Well, I think I'm successful.
That's what I'm getting. Yeah. Somebody didn't take a leap of faith with you. Somebody regrets doing that because you leveled up on your own. But this person didn't support you in the past or didn't support you when you started out. Like somebody may need somebody needs your advice or somebody needs your help or.
By the way, Azrae, you're off the team. I'm tired of your bullshit. Tired of your attitude. Tired of your snippy attitude. Tired of your
something
pissy
like
attitude.
that here.
And you're off the team.
Somebody is afraid to ask you for help. Yeah, this person's afraid to ask you for help because this person didn't support you when you first started out. Yep, somebody didn't support you when you first started out. Now somebody is coming in to ask you to do something for them. Wow, for free now. Somebody wants you to do something for free, but like you should be charging or something that you do is, yeah. We have activated earth, power line, ley lines, trust where you are led. You cannot make this up. You knew what was meant for you. You knew it was meant for you to be successful here. And somebody just like,
yeah,
they just dismiss you. And somebody's realizing how skilled you are. That's what I'm getting.
Do you know how much work? Do you have any idea how much work it is to remove a generational curse? Do you have any idea? Okay, neither do I until I look at the curse, right? And then do I have time
something significant in regards to art here? I'm being drawn like somebody could do something in regards to gold leaf here as well. Wow, you create art. It's something in regards to gold is significant in regards to like the art that you create. But something is going to be worth a lot of money in the future because you are, dang, that's crazy. It's your name. Like your name rings bells. But if you are creating something now and it's something involving like gold or gold leaf, your art is going to like be very successful. It's going to be very popular, something that you do. Once you get it like fine tuned and it's somebody that you created a piece for, this person didn't appreciate it when you created it. And something happened to it. Maybe this person like just threw it to the side or somebody could have literally threw something in the trash. But I'm getting for some, this person threw something to the side because this person is like digging through all of their stuff trying to find whatever this is, this piece of artwork that you created for them. You could have created this like...
That's a terrible song.
Yeah, this is before you...
That doesn't count. That's not your song.
This is before your name was known. That's what I'm getting here. This is before your name was known.
I'm not allowed to create
in regards to whatever artwork this is that you create. And once you, I'm hearing once you make a name for yourself or whatever this is you're doing, somebody's going to be trying to look for whatever piece of artwork this is that you created for them and they threw in the trash or they just threw to the side or something like that.
Well, there's that
now
jingle.
Somebody's seeing a bigger picture in regards to this. Somebody is realizing like you are skilled.
I'm not taking money because I have no idea what I'm doing.
I'm also getting something in regards to like Renaissance art or like abstract art or you do something like out of the norm or outside of the box.
Then you were taking money.
You're very talented.
Like
you're
everybody
very
on the
creative.
planet.
I'm also getting whatever this is that you create. Like you're shocked that people like something that you do as much as they do because like you do something because you love to do it. But somebody is like, somebody is literally like in shock in regards to something that you create. I'm being drawn to how he's like kissing on her hand. You have these two back here like, tell us how you did it. How did you create this? Like somebody is just like, that's what I'm getting. And you're just like sitting here.
Well,
unrequited love.
I'm
like
a little
you
out of
didn't
the
get
date.
love for something that you created in the past. Like somebody didn't have love
If
for some
somebody really
type
likes
of
it, then
artwork
I
that you
believe it.
created here in the past. But now,
But they haven't
wow,
told me.
you were ahead of your time. You were ahead of your time here. That's what it is. And now like something is picking up in momentum. I'm also getting if you do something in regards to readings, like you were like really ahead of like, that's crazy. You spoke on something, so you could have did a personal reading for somebody and somebody like felt like you weren't skilled or something, but you were picking up on something that hadn't happened yet to this person. Wow. And once it happens,
there is that
this
Leo I
person
did the
realize
reading
how
for.
skilled you are and they want to ask you to do something again, but somebody wants to ask you to do something for free, but you're really skilled and like
free.
Something that you do.
There's always an opportunity cost.
Like somebody shouldn't just be, Somebody tried to take advantage.
The advantage of being a tarot reader is that I can do it from prison.
In regards to readings, for some, this is in regards to
So even if they
artwork
put
or
me there,
something like
I'll
that.
still
Like somebody could
reduce
get
my earning
angry at
potential.
you. Like if you were doing something for free for somebody and like now you're not doing that anymore, somebody could get angry at you or something here, whatever this is. Like a service that you provide.
I think people have made a lot of assumptions without talking to me. And since nobody's talked to me in 2 years,
doing something for free,
not a fucking word out of any of you.
That like you shouldn't be doing
that's
for
not
free.
that's not appropriate.
Like somebody wants you to give something away or do something for them for free. And like technically you should be charging or something like that here. Like I said, this could be in regards to some type of artwork that you create and somebody didn't think you were going to be successful. Now something is like taking off for you. Now somebody wants you to do something that you did in the past for them for free. They want you to do it again. That's what
I don't
I'm
even know what
getting.
this person's talking about.
But I'm gonna end it there. Best of luck if this is you dealing with this or somebody around you.
It'll be in the future. All right, so there's my life as a fucking diviner. It's it's not the worst activity in the world. I guess there are those who say that it's some sort of work of the devil, in which case I don't think that I have anything to say other than hail Satan. I don't think that it is the work of the devil, and I don't really care what people say if they think that. Like, what are they going to do? They're so in love with God that they're going to shoot me? Like, what? These people are obviously deranged. I guess maybe that's why the Pope had to get in his little Pope-mobile.